You guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast. With Triple J. Yeah! Mundo. What? And Shane O'Mac. Acknowledge me. Coming to you live each and every Monday night from Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown featuring WWE PPVs, news, and more. So tune in live and follow the buzzards. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
So yes, on today's episode of the Three Bells Podcast, as we have our Monday Night Raw recap, we have another new faction, and we have an official debut after over 2 years in the making. We have a surprise guest and his son. And did we witness an exit of another superstar? What's good, everybody? It's me, your homie Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the East New York section of the Three Bells Podcast table. And of course, you know I'm not here alone. I'm here with the 2 homies, the CEO, Mr. AKA himself, Mr. Mundo, and next to him, our Google.com, the smart guy, Triple J. What's good, fellas?
Say his name and he appears.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? You know what time it is.
Yeah.
CEO.
Yeah. Drop it. What's going on, Three Bells Podcast? It's your boy Mundo AKA Mr. AKA himself, AKA the. And happy Monday to everybody. Hello, Stereo. I feel like I haven't been on Stereo in a long time, but what's going on, Stereo? It's the last Monday Night Raw. Oh, man. Cheer. Shane O'Mac, Triple J, how you guys feeling tonight? What's going on?
Yeah, it's your boy Main Event Triple J, now live here on Stereo. Happy Monday to everybody out there. Same go to you two, Shane and Mundo. I'm just ready to get this started. I miss you guys. Let's get it.
So Mundo's here, Jay is here, and all of you is out there. So let's do it. Let's get it. For this is the Three Bells Podcast, everybody. And a very interesting episode of Monday Night Raw. So, of course, we just gonna jump right into it with the show. You know, they start off with this look back at SummerSlam, of course, with the 2 betrayal stories of the Judgment Day with Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. And then later on that night, we get to see Mr. Finn Balor finally showing his true colors to no longer champion Damian Priest. And they show all of that because it leads us into what is about to happen in a few minutes. But before we do that, of course, we have to say hello to the superstars that is going to appear on the show tonight. So we say hi to Judgment Day 3.0. We say hello to Randy Orton. He's like an official superstar, Raw superstar. We also say hi to Sammy and Braun Breaker, our 2 guys, our 2 main eventers that's going for the Intercontinental Championship. It's the best 2 out of 3 falls. It's going to be an interesting match. So let's start off by going in the ring where we are met by the Rhea Ripley, the one half of the, what is their names? The Terror, the Twin Terror Towels or something. Fellas, help me out here.
Terror Twins.
Yeah.
The Terror Twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to
I
get
was
used to
leaving.
that because they don't look alike. So where does the twins come from? The fact that they're terrorizing, the fact that they're equally upset at the Judgment Day, or
It's their equal intensity. You know, they're like a mirror image of each other as far as like you know, how intense they are, like literally.
Okay, and I guess we're going to
I mean,
see this in this level of intense right now.
yeah, of course. And Shane, and you do know not all twins look alike.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah,
because everybody could say that you and I are twins.
right.
Yeah. Like we have the same amount of hair coming out of our head. Yours is red and mine is gray. Same difference.
Right.
All right. All right. So Mundo, Rhea wants to talk. So let's hear what she has to say.
Hey, mommy.
I've had a lot of time to think about exactly what happened at SummerSlam. I've relived it in my head every single day since, and I've felt every single emotion that you could possibly feel in a situation like this. I've felt embarrassment. I felt heartbreak. But right now, the feeling that I am feeling is I'm really just pissed the hell off. Dominic.
Wow.
Dominic, you stabbed me in the back.
Uh-oh.
And the thing is, and this is probably something that you've heard before, it just wasn't deep enough.
Nice.
And then live more.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
You managed to run away with my championship. But the thing is, you can't run forever. I'm Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Mommy.
And it's time that I remind Liv and Dom exactly who the hell I am.
See, that's what Damien would do, but just in a lower tone.
Invite you both to my
Okay, so she's coming to us accompanied by her boo Dirty Dom, and they're up in the up by the section the 100 section in the back over there, since they are too scared to go into the ring. So let us enter, because this was a two-parter, so this is part 2 of this conversation. Here we go, Jay.
You want to know why I left you for Liv?
What did he say, Jay?
Let me talk.
I am a man and deserve to be treated like one.
I told y'all that. Didn't I said that a few weeks ago.
What would you say?
That I don't know how much longer Dominic is gonna be okay with Rhea pushing him around. Like, and like I didn't think that would be. I had no clue that would actually be his reasoning for turning on her. But I mean, it was becoming a little obvious after a while.
Sure. I mean, what man would want to go through that? I mean, sure, in the beginning, if you feel that it's going to change or you're going to get something out of it that makes it worth it, which, by the way, makes you a simp, but maybe that's what he was thinking.
But the thing is, in the beginning, though, he was getting beat up by her. Right. Like, not even just, pet names. Like, she was beating the shit out of him.
Like, yeah, like there was an abusive relationship. And it's either that's what he likes, he's turned on by that, because, there are people that actually likes that.
Yeah.
So either he gets turned on by getting beat on, or maybe he felt that this was the only woman that he can get, until Liv came along and said, "Oh snap, I'm the man. I can get out of this and get into something better."
Mm-hmm.
But they heard you loud and clear, Mundo, and here we are. Yeah.
Wow.
You tried to change me instead of letting me be me.
That's
You know how embarrassing it was for you to be bossing me around? A grown
Talking
man
like a
calling
little
you mommy?
little boy.
Now I got a girl that calls me daddy.
I know that's right.
She gives me tendies whenever I want.
Tendies.
She play video games whenever I want. She lets me be me.
Oh,
he sounds like a teenager.
mm-hmm.
Let me get tendies.
And she did something you could never do.
I was like, ooh.
Finally helping me beat my deadbeat dad.
Just that. You thought you lost your virginity.
You know what, Dom?
Right.
I'm going to say something that you probably haven't heard for a long, long time. I'm proud of you.
Damn.
I'm
That's
proud
sad.
of everything that you've accomplished the last couple of years. Watching you grow into the man that you are today, it's one of my biggest accomplishments. I mean, you finally did something for yourself, and you won gold. We've been able to accomplish so much. But the one thing is, when it comes to your dad, I really, really just wanted you to beat him on your own, because I wanted there to be no excuse that you were better than him. But now I guess since you want to start making your own decisions like a man, I should probably be proud of you for that too. The only problem is, it's the last decision that you're ever gonna make.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Rhea, please. There's only one thing.
Here she comes.
There's only one thing you said that is true. And it's that Dominic is a man and he's all mine. I mean, look at yourself, Rhea. You quite literally have nothing. Look at yourself. You have no family. Your real family is a million miles away, and the family that you thought you found in the judgment day, I took them. They're mine.
Facts.
Dominic?
The second
He's
time in a
mine.
row that she said family.
The Women's World Championship, it's mine.
Facts.
Whoa.
I'll have dominant sloppy seconds all day, every day. And this women's division is mine. Everything that you loved is mine.
Wow.
That sounds like a true villain.
You're done, yeah?
I can keep going if you like.
No, I would love you to shut the hell up. You said that you've taken everything from me, but that's actually wrong. Look, you've taken a lot from me, yeah? A lot of my weak links. But the one thing that you really did wrong was you left me standing, Liv. And as long as I am standing, I am going to be coming for you. And you're going to have to kill me to stop me.
That's Damien again.
And you know, it's quite flattering that you love the sound of your own voice, because we've been able to find out exactly where you are.
We?
Yeah, at first I was like, the hell did that mean?
Yeah, me too.
That shit was so fire. That's an epic picture right there, bro.
It reminded me of The Undertaker coming from behind.
Yes.
AJ.
That was
and
fire.
Damien goes ham. Damien is going ham on Dirty Dom. They go into the concession area.
Whatever happened to that part when they were in the bathroom? We didn't see what happened after.
From the concessions back to the arena.
Yeah, they're back in the arena, and he's just beating him down the steps all the way to the side of the ring. And they're doing all of this because it Why are they doing all this? Oh, they're doing all of this because there was a commercial break, which oddly seemed like there was a lot of commercial breaks tonight for some reason. Or maybe it was me. Oh, there were a lot of commercials.
Yeah. Especially in that first hour.
Mm-hmm. There was a commercial break. And then once we returned to commercial, the participants for match number 1 is already in the ring, which is Damian Priest versus Carlito. Mr. Mundo, why don't you start us off and then Jay to follow in terms of this first match?
Yeah. It's not too much because the match had a lot of commercials in it. So again, at home it was a little clanky. But in the beginning, the match just seemed like it was going to be a one-sided deal with the way Damian was just attacking and beating up Carlito and just making it look like it's nothing. It's like easy. I think he had more of a fight from JD last week, and he had, he wasn't so this is nothing to me. Clothesline, oh yeah, I could do this. Like it's really wild. But then when we came back from another commercial, Carlito was actually the aggressor, and I was like, oh, so this is now an actual match. I was like, okay, cool. And then eventually our guy Damien, he got the better end of things again. He hit him with a very vicious clothesline. And yeah, Jay, what do you think? What did you get out of this?
Well, what I got out of this was the fact, like you said, with this match having so many commercials, more than we got to see the lower end of this match, and what we did get to see was actually all right. The DDT by Lito was pretty strong. Priest's flatliner off the chain. Also, the swinging neck breaker that Lito hit wasn't bad. Not too shabby. He had some type of offense out there, but it was minimal. And also, Priest's elbow shots were bananas. Spinning heel kick and a broken arrow with a toss. Man, the offense was wild. And then he hits him with a wild ass clothesline as well. South to Heaven, sweet move, wins the match, moves on. After the match, we got JD, the Judgment Day trying to jump him again, and JD gets tossed away. And then here comes the rest of the crew. Maria comes out, and everyone dips. So JD took the bullet for Mr. Balor being right in the middle of everything. Mm, mm, mm. JD bites the bullet yet again for this group. How many times has JD bitten the bullet? Plenty of times. Plenty of times. We see him challenging everybody. We see him doing what he did. This is why the other night I picked him as my most underrated guy because he takes the hard hits for this group. And I think he's going to be pissed. He's going to be pissed. He's going to avenge this sooner or later.
But what the thing is though, that you see how he does that, right? And then you
Mhm.
see last week how he threw that in Damien's face, like, oh, I took a whole bunch of hits for you and all that other good stuff. So you don't think that that same receipt's not going to come for Finn down the line?
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
it's like, bro, don't do it if you're going to complain about it down in the future. Like, yeah,
Right.
but as we see, what do you call it? Damien's just going through each member of the Judgment Day before he gets his hands on Finn. Next up is
More than likely Dom.
Dom should be next up, yeah, because that's 2, 3. Yep. Dom should be the next
Unless,
because that's the other guy.
unless JD decides to say, look, since I took this bullet for you, I got to get him again.
Possible.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Lethal, yeah, he's already 2-0, so 2 down, 2 to go.
Yeah, I can see that also. Don being the next one, just so he could just clean like the whole crew. But I found it odd, fellas, that when the Judgment Day crew they came out, it was just like out of nowhere. But for some reason, when Rhea came out, they played a theme song. I thought, because I'm looking at everything from a production point of view. I just thought that was, I don't know, like it was weird, like almost predictable. Like how come she couldn't come out the same way that the Judgment Days come out so that we could get that element of surprise rather than
Right.
us hearing that music and it's like, oh, here's Rhea again.
Well, it was for the crowd, so the crowd can get hype.
I guess,
Yeah.
but they would have gotten hyped the same way if she would have just came out and helped out Damien again. Yes,
they wouldn't have been paying attention to the Titantron area, and also it alerted the other members of the Judgment Day so they can scatter.
Okay.
Yeah, what was fire was when Priest caught Dom with one hand when he was jumping off the rope.
Oh yeah,
man, that was
sweet.
bananas.
That was sweet. Yeah,
I was like, man, he gonna fuck you up. And then I was like, wait, he gave Dom to Rhea, and she was ready to drive him into that mat.
Man, I was hoping that had happened.
That I think that was the apex of the cheering from the crowd, because they were wanting it too. I mean, it was loud. Like, yes, she finally got her hands on him.
Right.
It's like, yeah, Liv. But Shane J, who do you guys think the crowd wants Rhea to get her hands on more? Is it Dominic or is it Liv?
I'm gonna go Dom.
Yeah,
Dom,
she's yeah, I agree.
Because last week,
Go ahead. No. I was gonna say go ahead.
Because last week when Rhea got her hands on Liv and threw her into the damn ring post, the crowd was going bananas too. Especially when they thought she was about to put it through the table. So it's like that's what I was thinking. I'm like, damn, who do they want her to get her hands on more?
Dom being the most hated superstar right now in all of wrestling. I think that's the reason why they, will want her to go after him more, because he's been real sneaky, conniving, just a pain in the ass. So the crowd. You can see they're overexcited for that part. They want to see Rhea put the riptide on him. Shit. I'm one who, like I always say, I see her as a modern day China. So for her to actually get the move ready to do it, I was like, oh, we're seeing something little by little.
So to answer that question, I go into the minds of what's worse in Rhea's situation. The fact that Liv took her man, took her title, took her family, or Dom made her a scorned woman. Which one of those is like more impactful, especially from a woman's point of view? Just keep in mind, a scorned woman would do everything and anything for revenge.
Right.
So she is like loaded. She is just loaded with frustration, and there's your real revenge tour right there.
Yeah.
But that's a good question. I think the satisfaction would be, wow, Mundo, that is a good question.
Dude, I thought about that exactly in that moment. I was like, holy shit. I'm like, who do we want? Not just the crowd, but who do we want? Us. Who do we want her to get more? Because I was hyped too when I saw last week's situation and this week's situation with Dom. And then Jay, did you not notice all of a sudden now the crowd started to boo Liv while she was talking? They were giving her the Dom treatment.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
I was like, uh-oh, that might be a new trend right there.
Right. Wow. We definitely got to keep our eyes on that aspect now, Mundo, in terms of what is she going to do once she gets her hands on either one of them.
Right.
Because she was going to do a finisher on Dom this week, but last week, I don't know. To me, if she was a man, when she had grabbed Liv the way she did, I think she would have had a hard on. I honestly think that she would have had an hard on because it's like you finally get that one person you just want to tear their ass in half, and you got them cornered and surrounded, and they have no place to go, and you just go wow, you just wow out on them. That was her case last week because it's like shit.
Mm-hmm.
But wow.
And then she ran fast as hell. She ran fast as hell because I didn't think she was going to catch her. I thought they were going to be out into the audience, but she caught her. I was like, oh, shit.
Right. But Liv, don't forget, Liv slowed down because Dom was in front of her.
Right.
So she was like, oh, snap. And she got caught. She was like, oh, no. It's like, uh-oh.
It was like, yeah. Wow. We were like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a good question, man. But hey, since I got your attention, Mundo, before I read these messages, why don't you step into the Welcomes Committee jacket of yours?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I haven't done this in a while. Well, we just gained another one. So we just want to say hello and welcome to our listeners that we have tonight. Our guy, my tag team partner, LeVon, what's going on? The Prince of Friday Night SmackDown. There you go. That sounds a little funny. And okay, it does, doesn't it? Sounds weak.
Yeah. Why does your bell sound like a doorman bell? Like
I don't know.
It's like a busboy bell.
I couldn't find the original sound that I was using, and I guess we were using from YouTube, so I had to go with that. But I don't even really use the bell sound anymore anyway, since you do the opening thing for us now. So I just was like, okay, I just got it.
Mm-hmm.
But also we want to shout out and say hello to our girl, the sister, the lady of the Three Bells podcast, Miss Sylvie. What's going on, Sylvie? How you doing?
Hey, sister.
Oops, wrong button.
What to say? What was that for?
Thank you.
Shout out to Lawan. Hello, Lawan. Shout out to Sylvie. Let's up to two top homies of the Three Bells podcast. And speaking of, let's listen to these messages, fellas.
What up, fellas? What up? Mundo, Shane, Triple J. Yo, congratulations, y'all. This is the final Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw on stereo. Shout out to all y'all accomplishments here, man. For making it to YouTube and doing what y'all gotta be doing. Proud of you guys. Also, that segment just now with Rhea Ripley talking and y'all going, I'm putting that and posting that with the video with y'all reaction. That was fire.
Wait.
But besides that was a good.
What did he say? I was fixing my headphones. What did he say he was going to put on the? What was fire?
That the reaction when she when Rhea was talking to the camera and she was talking about Dom and what was that? Yeah, our reaction to that, how we went crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
That
was a good catch, man. Good catch. Lawan, continue, dude.
But besides that was a good segment. I know the Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest are having a great time working with each other doing this. I know they all having fun. I know they laughing all in the background after this. I know they enjoy themselves.
Actually, there's something that I meant to say on Friday, but Friday was all over the place. But about that, I found out that a certain member of the Judgment Day, when they found out last Saturday or 2 Saturdays ago at SummerSlam that the group would be breaking up. Someone was sobbing uncontrollably for most of the time backstage, and everybody was trying to figure out who it was. And then I seen a video of, SummerSlam when it started, and Rhea and Dom, you know how they did the segment of them walking together, and then she was coming out. If you really pay attention, Rhea looked like she was crying and she was trying to get it together, because then she seen Dom, and then they hugged, and then I guess she realized like this is it. This is it with us, being a 1-2. So
wow.
yeah.
Was that the reason why they said CM Punk went over and talked to her to console her?
Yeah, because earlier in the day, you saw the video, because
Okay.
I mean they've done so much together, so to now have to be enemies, this is different. It's not the same vibe as chilling out in the back on camera with your peoples. Now you're fighting your people, even though you're still working together.
Right. I could see that. I could see that. Aw.
You know what's crazy? When Liv Morgan said that she wanted, she will have Dominic sloppy seconds all day, every day. Zelina Vega tweeted right after that, and she was like, she wants Dominic's sloppy seconds, so now she wants Rhea. That's what she put. Yeah. No shit.
like where would that come from? Like how would that would even become a story if that was the case? Like like that would have to be like
Ultimate betrayal to Dom.
I guess so, but why? I don't know. Lawan, help us out here.
It was a good match. Very good match. Damian Priest carried most of the match, being the fact that, Carlito can't move like he used to when he was young. But it was still a good match. And the crowd was into it today in Texas today. So, good match. Damian Priest, man. I like you as a heel, man. You look vicious.
Damian Priest is a heel. There's that heel word again that Lawan loves to use.
And JD, I don't know why a lot of people don't like JD at all. That guy could sell a fucking move. For real, for real. I like him a lot.
I agree. That match with him and Damian last week, that was like one of the top matches of the night, if not the week. That was an awesome match. As a matter of fact, Mundo, you said that was like
my match of the week.
The week, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed that match.
Yeah, he's an awesome seller, and a guy his size, like he really, he could throw a punch and take advantage of the size of his head and use his head as a weapon.
I'm sorry.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What is that? There's a video. Isn't there a video game character that uses their head? I have to go back to that. It's not Sonic.
Yeah. Oh man. I see it in my mind. But I can't say it.
I'm gonna play this message, and hopefully you'll get it. You or Jay.
And to answer your question, Shane, I think it's just Rhea Ripley. I don't think she's a scoring woman. I think it's just everything, including the scoring woman. She lost her title. She got hurt. She lost her title. She lost her man. She got kicked out of the group that she joined with Damian Priest. It's everything all included, even being a strong woman.
Right, like that's a lot to take in. But what I was asking was being a scorned woman, does that supersedes everything else when you put all of that stuff together in one bunch. So it's like all of that in one bunch versus her being scorned by Dirty Dom. Which one would outweigh more?
Right.
That was my question, which I guess I can't answer right now. Like I have to see more in terms of what it is that she's going to do in terms of revenge. So yeah. Dang, Mundo, see what you started with that?
I'm sorry.
It's a simple, but yet no need to apologize. But it's like it's one of those simple, but yet type of questions, and it could be partially answered today and answered more next week.
For sure in the future.
Totally.
She'll eventually get to, exactly what she wants more. She'll start to tell us.
Mm-hmm. So we definitely got to keep that in our Rolodex, Jay. That and the question that Mundo originally asked us was, who does the crowd? That was your question? Yes. Who does the crowd want?
Yeah.
Rhea to get more, Liv or Dom? Okay.
Yep.
Put that in your notes, Jay. Mental notes. Okay. Copy that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Speaking of, just real quick, I think Jay, did one of the notes or questions that we asked months ago expire? Because I believe now all of a sudden I think we were supposed to come back to a question in July, and you said that you put it in your notes. Do you remember?
No.
Okay.
Man, I don't know. I can't remember from when.
Random thought. It was a question that I think was in like maybe April.
God damn.
Like March, April, or May-ish, somewhere around there. We was like,
God
well,
damn,
we can come back to it. I think you said either July 5th or 15th or something like that. It's like in that time frame. They could come back to it.
Great. And you don't remember it either. Even though you remember it, but you don't remember it, but you remember the times, but you know.
I vaguely remember it, but you just reminded me.
Well, maybe it'll pop up more as we go through the night, just like you're gonna figure out the video game character that JD's head remind us of. Mm-hmm. To be continued. Yeah. Let's go backstage to an amped up Alpha Academy with Maxine. However you say her name, Maxine. I just call her Maxine. And somebody wants to come and talk to her, fellas. Let's see what they got to say.
Can I talk to you for a sec?
It's Ivory.
Hey, listen, I don't think you should be out there tonight. The guys are going through a lot. I think you need to let them hash it out.
Ivy, I can't abandon them. They're my family.
Listen, let me talk to Chad. Maybe you can be a part of our group. I don't know about them,
No. That's not necessary. I'm staying with my family.
I thought you would say that.
As she should. As she should. But what is this thing with Ivy wanting Maxine? Because this is not the first time that they have this conversation, Mundo.
Well, they're friends.
Okay, so they're friends. So I guess she feels that she would be better with her and American Maid.
Well, originally it was she was trying to get her away from the whole thing with Chad Gable and how he was treating them. And now it's kind of weird that you're trying to get her to come away from Otis and Tozawa to go back to Chad. It's a little weird.
But she said, I stand and I ain't going nowhere. And Iris said, okay, and walked away. Now, we all know, as WWE fans, that is not just okay. To be continued. Keep that in the back of our mind. All right, so We're going to the video vault, for we are about to see a video courtesy of Wyatt Six, and particularly Uncle Howdy. What's up, Uncle? Uncle with a circle around your head? Why is there a circle around your head?
Bo Dallas. Call him by his name, Bo Dallas.
Oh, is that what? Okay, so let me say, okay.
Yeah.
Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas. There's a circle skirting around his head for some reason. Maybe because I called him by the wrong name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now you're treating him like Beetlejuice.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Beetlejuice, huh?
He appears.
Yeah, great. All right. It's not Uncle Howdy. It's Bo Dallas. My apologies.
Everything is coming full circle. It's been heavy lately. A lot of emotions. Especially last week in Baltimore. That's where it all started. The Wyatt Six had their debut. Where it all began. He was there. Something's happening, man. Something big. But the work isn't done.
He's talking to an old school television. It's flashing random images.
For you.
Except there's other doors.
For you. My life. For you. My life. For you. My life. For you. My life. For you.
There's that "there you are" line again.
It sounded like the TV was saying something about there are other doors, and maybe they need to be open or something like that. So, are there more characters that we're not previewed to see yet? Other people that may be found? Jay?
That's the thought I got from it. I felt like it was mentioning like maybe an Alexa Bliss fighting or something. But
I was thinking about Braun.
But Braun recently said he didn't want. That was one thing he wasn't trying to touch at the moment, unless he lied to her.
That doesn't mean just because he doesn't mean that they don't want him. He's family.
That would make them say that even more. The fact that he doesn't want to. So now they're going to convince him he needs to come back.
And be that monster. There you are.
To be continued. Because it could be either or. God damn it, this good writing. Good writing. All right, so let's go on a more cheerful note. We have a look back at the first time that we are introduced to Odyssey Jones, courtesy of The New Day. So they're backstage, and let's listen to Odyssey Jones and The New Day. Xavier Woods.
For you everywhere. What's up, man?
What's good, dude?
I want to talk to you about stuff for tonight.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about tonight, too, because you know how Odyssey had our back last week? Yeah, I got you. Tonight, we get the chance to return the favor, baby. Woo! His debut. Let's go, bro. We're going to be with the ringside, bro. Yeah. That's right. Oh, okay. Support, bro. Yeah, you coming, right?
Yeah, I'm coming.
You wearing that?
Yeah.
No, it's cool. We should have got you one of these ones, but it's all good. Let's go. Come on, bro.
Yep. All right.
Okay, the shade. Did y'all see that shade, Jay? I guess apparently Woods is wearing an old New Day shirt with the unicorn, with the unicorn, and Odyssey, he's wearing the newest NDR shirt, New Day Rock shirt. Well, he tore it, but it was a shirt, but he tore it to make it look like a cape thing.
Well,
Wood wasn't too happy.
No.
Yeah. Well, I actually wrote notes down for a promo. I wrote down, I said, X still doesn't seem too excited with the new edition. And then I was like, clearly not on the same page as Kofi. And then Kofi is just overly excited and like annoyingly like hype. And you just read all of Xavier's facial expressions and his body language and the way he gives acknowledgement as far as a handshake or a fist bump, and he looks and like it's just irking. It's bleeding right now through the TV.
Yeah, I mean, do you blame him? Because it seems like this, it seems like OJ just came out of nowhere without nobody saying anything to Woods. So Woods is coming up to the homie. He's like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Like, what you all hyped up about? There wasn't this hype about us.
And he said, I've been looking for you all day to figure out what's going on tonight. So, and then Kofi just lays that on him like, yeah, so we're going out there to support him. Like, what? I would have been like, Shane, what?
Excuse me? No, you would not have said Shane what? Hold on 1 second. You would not have said no Shane what, because Shane don't do that. Shane would have had let you know beforehand. Maybe other people would have done that, but not Shane O'Mac. I'll let you know if Jump was popping, and if you wasn't too thrilled about that, I'll get you some insight. That way you would see why I feel the way that I feel.
You're right.
I wouldn't just up and just say, oh, by the way, Mundo, here's Odyssey Triple J. We're gonna support him and witness him in his first match. You're gonna be like, what? No, I wouldn't have done that. I would not have done that. I don't know who else would have done that, but not me. So yeah. We're going into our match number 2. This leads into our match number 2 with the official debut match with Odyssey Jones, who, by the way, we were reminded that this man had deadlifted 800 pounds.
Wow.
That's a whole lot.
That's 2 of me. Well, I'm bugging. I'm bugging.
2 of you. I was about to wait a minute. 2 of you. What the hell were you eating on that boat?
Oh man!
2 of a 400-pound Mundo. Where do you shop to get your clothes? Like,
yo, oh wow! I don't even know how I messed that up. I'm gonna be quiet now. That's just a hell of a lot of weight that he lifted. Wow.
That. 800 pounds. That's a lot. Yeah, like 800. That's like what 6 or 7s of me. That's 2 of you. LeJuan definitely put that on the video.
Oh,
definitely.
Wow.
So we have Mr. 800-pound deadlift Odyssey Jones versus, of course, a jobber named Vincent Winey.
Yep.
and he's special because the first three names is when. That was the selling point. That's what Pat said.
The first three names? What do you mean?
The first three letters of his last name. He pronounced it W-I-N-Y. Take out the Y, you get win. I was like, oh.
W-Y?
W-I-N-Y. That's how he spelled his last name.
Oh.
Whiny. But Pat was saying if you take the Y out, that's who he is. He wins. That's what he said.
I'm just processing that. I'm just like, I guess so. Like,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. I'm like, okay, that's the selling point. I was like, please don't let it be a jobber. Please don't let it be a jobber. And yeah, I don't know if you guys want to talk about this. I mean, it's a match.
Jay always finds a silver lining and stuff. I'm pretty sure
Jay?
he was a kid. You do. Even the bathroom matches. You'd be like, wait, hold on. There were some good moves in that match.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what we got from Odyssey was a nice toss that made this guy fly out his bandana, and he had a nice rolling senton. And I'm wondering, like, wait a minute, why did he do a spinning sidewalk slam to win the match? That wasn't too hard of a move set to finish the match. I want to see if he got more in him. But you could clearly see also that X, when he was outside the ring, wasn't too hyped as much as as much as Kofi was out there. Kofi was you could hear him through your TV yelling and screaming for Odyssey. So that was something I paid attention to. And also, fellas, after the match, very tasty after the match. Very
Absolutely.
tasty.
Yeah, we're totally gonna we're gonna listen in on that because something had happened, Mundo, right after the match, and unfortunately, here it is.
Is this another day for the new day?
That's right, the final testament.
I mean, really? Or is this another day of more lies and misdirections? Because at first glance, we can clearly see Kofi Kingston is using Odyssey Jones to replace Big E.
Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Show me some respect.
And Xavier's just standing there like,
No, Woods. Texas. You see the truth. The truth is, Kofi is using Odyssey to replace you.
No.
Dum, dum, dum.
And you see X's face just putting his arms on his side to side like, damn.
It could be possible though.
Carrie, are you not tired of this? Are you not tired of coming after here week after week after week, doing your absolute best to try to drive a wedge between us, huh? It's
We
not
are.
gonna work. So you know what? Why don't we go ahead and fast forward to the part where we find out which two of you next week are gonna step.
No, I got an idea. I got a better idea. Because if we make it a tag team match, the one of you that's not involved is going to get themselves involved. So how about we get everybody involved from the jump in a 6-man tag team match? Yeah.
This is the second time Kofi has done this, by the way.
I'm talking about the final testament versus your boys, the New Day and
X is not happening.
Odyssey Jones! Big O! What you say, Carrier?
Xavier's displeasure.
You know, there's an old saying, the devil's work is never done. I accept your challenge.
Well, there you go. There you
looked
have
at
it.
Grandpa
It's
when he
us
said
three
that.
versus the final testicle.
Final testicle?
Testament next week here on Raw.
And do you know
Yo,
why?
this is stupid.
Oh, this is so
That's
annoying.
a high note.
Yo, I thought X was gonna kick him right there in the face to shut him up.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I wrote down in my
Yeah.
notes that he will turn heel next week.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
that right there was
Yeah.
just even more like he's tired of it. He's like, okay, enough.
Yeah.
I've rocked with you as much as I can. I don't think he's gonna go with the Final Testament because they're lamer, but I think it's over. This was the last New Day. I mean, this is the last before the last promo of the New Day together.
I mean, I think the nail, because notice they said the New Day and Odyssey Jones, even with the promo for next week's match. But imagine if we fast forward to next week and all three of them, including OJ, is introduced as the New Day.
I thought that was going to happen tonight, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I think
ooh.
that would definitely piss Woods off.
But you know what?
So you're New Day now? When did this happen?
I think that one of the main issues is the fact that one, X just met this dude last week. So he doesn't, in fairness to him, he doesn't have the same relationship as Kofi. Kofi said, oh yeah, we met each other at the PC while I was out injured, rehabbing. So you got to know this dude for however long you were down there. And then you just bring him up without telling me, surprising me on the show. And then this week you surprise me again with it's just too much. It's too much. No communication. You just making all the decisions as if we're not a team. And yeah,
right.
Boiling
and the
point.
thing that, go ahead.
No, I said boiling point.
Mm-hmm. And it all started. I don't know if you guys noticed how did Kofi get that microphone? Did you see how he got that mic?
He snatched it right out of his
hands. Yeah,
he
snatched that
How
shit.
rude is that? How rude is that?
And said, I got a better idea. Not just, I have another idea. I have a better idea. You got to watch what you say. And this is the second time he did that. He did the same thing a few months ago. But this time you actually saw the reaction of Xavier's face. Like, ugh.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, we're gonna see another faction. We're gonna see the end of another faction.
Yeah, this is breakup season.
Yeah. Either that or OJ will take over Wood's place, and we would have New Day, 3.0? Because this is, I guess you could say, this is the second New Day. The first New Day had 3 members. This second one now only has 2. So this would be a third. Speaking of 2s and 3s, let's go to our general manager of Raw, Adam Pearce's office. He has a meeting. Let's listen.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Let me call you back.
Drew.
Hi. Before you say anything else, look at the time I don't have for it. CM Punk's not here. He had travel issues. And frankly, I'm not sure there's anything I can do to help you tonight.
That hurts.
Good.
Do I honestly look like a man that cares at all about CM Punk? I already beat him at SummerSlam.
Yes.
He's the past. I'm looking to the future. I'm looking to the present. I'm wondering why Randy Orton of SmackDown is fighting for the world title.
You know why?
Good question.
Oh, yeah, because he was screwed, 3 months ago? And then did nothing. Sat there. People started to wonder, what's Randy going to do? No big matches? Is he Cody's guardian? Is Pharaoh retired? Is he Cody's new lapdog? No, I know Randy Orton. He's a snake in the grass. He was waiting for the right moment to strike, and he thinks he's going to strike on my turf because he got screwed one time. I've been screwed time and time.
Here we go.
You know what? I'm wasting my breath. I'm going to do you a solid. I'm going to do your job tonight, and I'm going to take care of this. So you're welcome.
Oh, Last person to say they were going to take care of something is Bronson Reed, and I don't need
Oh,
that
do I
tonight.
look like Bronson Reed, mate? You got to be more trusting.
Oh,
One of the
shit.
veterans around here. Trust me. I'll be on my best behavior. Scout's honor.
He gave the fingers and everything, so we got to believe him, right? Hey, to be continued. You think that's the last time we're going to see or hear from Drew tonight? Yeah, right. This is WWE. This is Monday Night Raw. Keep that in mind. Speaking of, let's go to our third match. But before we go to our third match, we have messages in the clip. Let's play them.
I told you the breakup was coming soon. It's coming soon. Mr. Austin Cree, aka Xavier Woods. He's not, his facial expressions, it doesn't look like he's taking too kindly of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what can they do? There's nothing going on for them. It was a long time due anyway, in my opinion. Oh man, it's gonna be a tough time when I see them on camera break up. You know, what if Odyssey Jones is part of the breakup with Xavier Woods and he's just acting like this?
That's the question that will soon be in hand. Will there be a 3.0 New Day, or will there be a whole new faction? Here's one from Hennessy Puppy.
Three Bells Podcast. What's up? Dez, Shane, Triple J. What's up, y'all?
Hey, man.
I'm rooting for them to just do this with Xavier Woods. Like, go ahead. Like, it's nothing else going on with the New Day. They're just there. You know, they've done it all. They've made history. You know, I keep remembering where they talk about, like, oh, the New Day will never break up, or some other stuff they said in an interview or whatever. So I find it hard to believe that they will. So I'm really on a believe it when I see it type of vibe with this thing. I had kind of checked out of this segment because I'm like, whenever he turns, then I'll lock in. So I'm rooting for it.
Well, is it fair to say that's what most people are actually waiting for? Because look how long that we have, been attached to this story.
Mm-hmm.
So we're waiting for that moment. Like, I understand that you need to build up, and we're waiting for that climax moment in order for us to see that change, which is why they're doing everything that they're doing. So it's like, yeah, see now in my head, I'm going, is there going to be a new member of the New Day, or is this the actual end of the New Day?
Or is it the end of the New Day as we know it? Which is why they brought in the next person, because what the New Day needed was change. And the change meaning, somebody had to go. And then you can give us a whole new point of view of what the New Day is. Now, the thing is, for me, this Odyssey Jones dude, his appearance and his stature and everything doesn't give me happy-go-lucky big motherfucker. He's very menacing looking, and I don't see it as far as him being like a replacement for Big E, who was just goofy. This dude, he doesn't give me those type of vibes, to be honest, and he looks kind of stupid now trying to match that energy with Kofi.
Right. I mean, because are we like pretty much done with that? I mean, it was cool and cute at first, with the whole bootios and everything like that. But now in 2024, with everything that's going on, do we still want that? Do we still need that in terms of it being like different, almost like a flip of a coin? And like you said, if OJ were to actually come into New Day, would he be able to sell what the New Day is offering? I would probably say no also, because it would seem it I mean, he seems like a nice guy. Seems like a calm giant type of dude. You know, those big, tough, menacing guys that can like destroy everything and anything in its path. But yet when you speak to them as humans and you talk to them like they're, you know, like they have a brain instead of like they're humans rather than a monster, then the cool side of them will come out. But this whole silly thing, yeah, that it would seem forced, and you know, us smart people would not buy that.
Right.
So,
And
like I said, that's what I was asking. If this is a 3.0 New Day, or is it just going to be New Day is done? We're going to start fresh, new name, new attitude, new everything.
I think they just went a little bit too long with it. So it really like completely dried out. And at this point, like Lawan said, and Nas said, it's like nothing else for y'all to do. Y'all have done everything that you possibly can as a tag team, as a trio, like enough. And I think it's the gig. The gig is what it is. Like that whole power positivity thing, like it's over with. Maybe a heel turn would have did them good as a team 3 years ago, you know, when they were going back and forth with the Bloodline or something, or right after that, you know. But yeah, they just kept this same gimmick for so long. It's like they're not at the John Cena effect yet because the fans aren't booing them. That's the only thing. That's the only weird thing. They're not being booed, but they're not getting the same pops that they used to get.
Yeah.
And then their stories are flat as shit.
Yeah. I mean, eventually there is time for a change. If you don't believe that statement, just look at Bailey. She did it's the same thing with her. The happy-go-lucky hugging everybody with the inflatable huggy guys, and when there came time, she came out with that with the cutter and started slicing them bad boys down, deflated them. She's just like, she killed that whole gimmick. Don't hug me. Get the hell away from me with that. Check out a couple of messages, fellas, before we hit match number 3.
Hennessy. I think it should be a New Day is done type of thing. And I think it is because, yes, it had its part. And I accepted, like, yeah, these are, you know, just to bring this element to it, black men acting or being this particular way that, you know, even in, like, you know, regular everyday life, a lot of black people might not like. So I was initially very drawn to how they were acting when they made that character change. Some people saw it as embarrassing. I was like, yeah, they're being entertaining. I warmed up to it. I'm like, yeah, this is cool to me. I like this. But like you said, Triple J, it would feel forced now because now you're just, because it's the same thing. It's just the same. It's nothing different, nothing new. It's just the same thing. So yeah, I think they're done. Do something else.
By the way, that was Mundo that said that, not Jay. Jay is just like chilling.
They're not. I don't think they're getting booed because they're very beloved. Beloved. Let me say it right. They're very beloved by the universe. Again, they made history, but as far as like recycling them, top tag team, top all this, like, no.
Yeah, like that umph, that creme de la creme of the beginnings is far gone, Jay. Far gone. Hey, Mundo, look who it is. The doctor's in the house.
Dr. Killjoy. What's good? What's good? What's Thomas? Thomas really good, really good. What's going on, guys? Good to see you guys. Good to see you back, man. Motherfucking, I tried to watch your show on your SmackDown show, but I need to. I don't know. I missed your show by like I don't know how long. But when I got on there and stuff like that, there it was over. So I don't know. I'll be there next week though. Definitely, I'll be there next week. But anyway, Odyssey Jones for New Day. If you look at the face on Xavier's face when Coffee jumps in and says, "Oh no, we'll have a match with you next week," yada yada yada, all three of us. Xavier's not happy. Xavier's not happy at all, and I think there's going to be the heel turn of Xavier Woods. Long time coming.
And don't forget.
Sorry, I almost forgot to say. Smoke weed every day.
How dare you leave a message and not say that?
Right.
But yeah, this is hopefully soon we'll see something, Mundo.
This is the Three Bells podcast featuring Shane and Mundo. Jay is on assignment at this time, looking out the window. And I think this was a good segment, Shane.
Why am I looking out my window? Why?
Because you ain't talk. You ain't talk.
I was on mute.
Duh, I know that.
I wasn't trying to cross talk over anybody, so I kept quiet.
Well, I tell you what.
Proper thing.
The proper thing is just disappear.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
Let me disappear.
Jay, since you're here, why don't you talk about our match number 3, which is titled a Texas Tornado Tag Team Match with the Alpha Academy versus the Creed Brothers of American Made. Jay, talk about it.
What I liked about this was that we got Obafemi ringside, looking at Otis and talking to him like, "Yeah, go ahead and worry about your fight." It makes me think: is Otis appearing tomorrow night on NXT to accept the challenge? Let's see. But with this match, not bad of a match. Tozawa was doing his thing tonight. Very proud of him to see him doing all sorts of moves that, the double DDT, he was just on one. Also, there was a point in the match where the Creed brothers were wiping off the announcer's table and Pat was like, "Yo, y'all tossed my water." He was tight. He was drinking it. So, both Creeds during the match had a nice spinning shooting star, which was not bad. But then, Tozawa, what's going on? You try to missile launch yourself through the ropes and got caught in between them and damn near face planted yourself big time. Like, bro, that was an epic mistake. And they had to sell it. I was like, oh shit. And then the fact that Otis was sitting on top of Julius, and here comes Brutus getting superplexed, and Tozawa had a Zenton. I was like, yo, that was fire. The crowd was into it. It was definitely an awesome match. And then we see Ivy Nile jumping Maxine and put her in a dragon sleeper. All that distraction led to the Creed brothers winning their match. Not bad. Pat McAfee was so tight, he called them diarrhea at the end of the match. Not a bad match. I loved it.
So before we continue, in case you was wondering, where was Chad Gable? We have an answer to that also. Hey, Chad, won't you tell us where you is, man?
Well, I got the Creed boys at home holding down the fort, embarrassing Alpha Academy. I had to get away. I needed a little culture in my life. I came to Europe. World knows I needed it after being chased around by the Wyatt Six, whatever swamp they crawled out of for weeks. I'm a man of intellect. But I ain't here to play. I came to Paris to watch the Olympic Games, gold medal matches, and do some recruiting of my own, see what's out there. And it made me realize I need to get back home. I got unfinished business with those Wyatts, and it starts now. Because at the end of the day, Chad Gable always has been and always will be American made.
Well, speaking of the
Excuse me. Well, I hope you have a safe trip back to the USA. A lot of people is coming back from out there with the Olympics and everything. Mundo, do you have anything you want to add to this interesting match? Because personally, I see revenge.
Well, at first I was actually kind of disappointed in the Creed brothers because I'm like, why am I watching this match in the beginning? And Tozawa actually looks good, and Otis is actually destroying the both of you by himself. I was like, what happened to the Creed brothers? The moment that they got with Chad, all of a sudden now they look less than what we're used to them being. But then as the match progressed and went on, I was like, okay, all right, they look good. But I guess this match was also to give us a different view of Alpha Academy, make them stronger looking and not so goofy in a sense, even though, they're still playful, but they were about their business tonight. And if it wasn't for the whole Ivy Now situation, they would have probably won. And other than that, yeah, I enjoyed the match after it got going. And as far as Chad, I see he's finally on that vacation that he asked for a few weeks ago.
Wow, I forgot he had asked about that. Yeah, now he got it. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe will we see him next week with a new member of American Made, being that he's
Was you shocked to see Obafemi ringside?
had no idea. Like, why would he be there? Like, he's just showing face everywhere we see.
Well,
Sometimes he hasn't done that for SmackDown.
They were running his commercial like crazy tonight, as far as like him having an open challenge for the North American Championship.
Right.
Which leads me to believe that it could possibly be someone from Raw. And also possibly Otis with that nice little stare down that they had, Jay. What was that about?
Can't wait.
Yeah. Dr. Killjoy, what says you, man?
This thing with Ivy Nile and American Made was perfect. Perfect. Everybody thought, oh, she's with him, but she's not really with him. She's nice, though. She's nice. Oh, not today, she's not. She finally took her heel turn, her first heel turn as a main eventer in WWE. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful thing. It's like seeing someone lose their virginity for the first time. Not seeing someone lose it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like, blossoming into a woman. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Motherfucking Ivy surprised everybody. Didn't surprise me though. Saw it coming. How's boy that Killjoy smoke weed every day?
So you mean to tell me, Mundo and Jay and Killjoy, that the reason why she did that was because Maxine said no in terms of joining her with American Made? That's why you flipped? Okay. LaJuan?
It's about damn time that my man Chad Gable was on vacation. Well rested rest. That's what I'm talking about.
We shall see. This is going to be very interesting next week so that we can hear Ivy's explanation as to why she did that and Maxine in terms of what she's going to do. Is she going to seek revenge or is she just going to let it slide? Speaking of revenge and another revenge tour, we are once again going inside an empty arena. This seems to be starting to be a theme because remember the last time we was in the empty arena, fellas, we was in the empty arena for Gunther. So now we're in an empty arena with Jackie Whitman, and she's having an interview with Mr. Pete Dunne. What's up?
You've been at odds with Sheamus in recent weeks, which has left the WWE universe a little confused. I mean, when you came up from NXT, it was Sheamus that took you under his wing, showed
Jackie,
you the
come on, Jackie.
Okay.
I was never under Sheamus's wing. He was under mine. He never elevated me. He held me down. I elevated him. He went on the run of a lifetime with me in his corner. And where did that get me? A terrible nickname and a front row seat to the Sheamus show. So let me ask you this. If he was really all about the boys, if he really had the brutes under his wing, then what happened to Ridge? Where's he?
Okay, it's clear that you hold some sort of resentment for the way things ended with Sheamus, for being called Butch. I understand.
Don't say that name.
Okay.
I never want to hear that name again. For 2 years, I had to swallow my pride. I had to let Sheamus little brother me. I'm not Butch. I'm the bruiserweight. I'm Pete Dunne. I'm an 18-year vet in my own right. And if I have to shut Sheamus up so I never, ever hear that name again, then that's what I'll do.
Okay, well, listen, Pete, I really appreciate you being honest with me about where you stand on this. Thank you again. Appreciate it.
He just stares. He doesn't say you're welcome or anything. He just stares. But yeah, fellas, not for nothing. I understand why he's frustrated. I get it. I get it. Before we continue, let's get these two more messages.
It's about time Ivy now joined her brothers and Chad Gable. I knew that was coming. I mentioned it before it happened.
Well, that's not the question as to her not being with her brothers. She's totally with them. She's just trying to get Maxie, her friend Maxine, to come and join. And Maxine said no. So I guess that warrant for that little beatdown that we saw tonight. Here's a new message, fellas. Let's listen to this one.
So I got a quick question. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to everybody. What is your guys' honest opinion about Joe Hendry? Do you believe?
Oh, goodness.
Say his name and
Oh,
he
God.
appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Does that answer your question?
He's beloved on this end.
Yes. We believe, and it took a minute for me to believe, but yeah, we believe here at the Three Bells Podcast. Yeah. As for you, Joe Hendry. Right, so Mundo and Jay and everyone listening, WWE, they did something very interesting. They have this thing called Raw Physics. And I guess they're going to talk about Mr. Big Bronson Reed. For as you know, there was a situation from last week as to why Seth freaking Rollins is like not around because of the Tsunami Fest that was presented to him last week. So they're looking back at that and they're going to explain in detail the physics rather of that. Yes, Mundo?
Yeah. Well, Jay, if you watch ESPN and this dude that's running WWE TV now is from there. They used to do this on ESPN with the football metrics and all that stuff and how the people catch ball and all that. I was like, oh,
sports science.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm like, all right. So we're doing that now. Okay, this is part of the new stuff that they're rolling out. But yeah, back to you, Shane.
Well, considering what we witnessed last week, I think this is quite fitting, don't you think? Well, if you don't believe me, let's take a listen.
Big Bronson Reed is a big man, standing 6 feet tall, when weighing in at over 350 pounds. A man that size shouldn't be able to do this from the top rope.
Over the course of 2 minutes and 15 seconds, Bronson Reed repeatedly launched himself at a 45-degree angle, crashing down onto Seth Rollins from a pinnacle of nearly 9 feet in the air.
Reed was the living embodiment of force equals mass times acceleration. The force created by this Aussie, well over 1,700 pounds.
Yeesh.
And Reed executed the tsunami an astounding 6 times.
As for Seth freaking Rollins, well, he absorbed thousands of pounds of impact on his body that left him laying in the ring an additional 2 minutes before medical personnel was able to safely evacuate him. The Visionary was destroyed by Big Bronson Reed.
Add it all up, and Rollins received well over 10,000 pounds of impact.
That weight is equivalent to 2 small elephants, 10 wild boars, or 50 kangaroos. What? Bronson Reed is an absolute animal.
Well then, was that I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Like, was that were you impressed by that, or was that just like a bathroom break segment?
No, that's very insightful, and it gives you an understanding to why Seth is hurt. Like, goddamn, two baby elephants, really? 2 baby elephants falling on you? What the fuck? Oh, I like that. I like that new segment, and they should keep it around. It was very insightful, like I said.
And it's funny that they showed that because earlier today on Twitter, now X, there is a picture of Seth freaking Rollins playing with his daughter, chilling, as he should. Yeah. He's like sitting down, looks like on a bed or something, and she's like sitting like playfully on his shoulders or something like that. And they're both laughing and smiling like they're having a good old time.
Right.
So I was like, it's a cute picture. But then you see this and you're like, yeah, his hurt and his ribs and yeah.
Right. Daddy's just on vacation again. No, but remember, I told you he is hurt though, but not from that. It's just the other stuff.
Mm-hmm. And since we're on the subject of Bronson Reed, Jay, Bronson Reed is in our general manager's Adam Pearce office, and they're having a little discussion. Let's listen in.
You're lucky you only had to pay a fine.
Pierce, you didn't give me an opportunity, so I had to go and make one for myself. Don't give me that. And I warned you I was going to make an impact. And what better way than to go and impale everyone's favorite WWE superstar, Seth Rollins. But hey, I'm going to give you a second chance. You mean you can go and find me an opponent tonight, or I will go and find my next victim.
Isn't that the same thing that he said last week? And we just spoke on who his victim was? Who his victim gonna be? So we all know this is not the last time we're gonna hear from him tonight, Mundo and Jay. I'm sure he's gonna pick a vendor. I don't know who, but
right. Hopefully not my favorite person.
Hope not. But hey, I tell you what, though, we still have a whole lot of show to go through. But before we continue, we're going to take a quick commercial break because we're halfway through. And we'll be right back with more recap of the Three Bells podcast. Stay tuned.
You guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast with Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac. Acknowledge me. Coming to you live each and every Monday night for Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown featuring WWE PPVs, news, and more. So tune in live and follow the buzzards. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Three Bells Podcast, for we have our Monday Night Raw recap. Where you have me, Shane O'Mac, your homie Shane O'Mac, and joining me, as always, is the CEO, Mr. AKA Mundo. And hopefully joining us is our Google.com guy, Mr. Triple J. You okay over there, Jay?
Yeah, I'm good.
He said, hopefully. Really? The shade, Shane. Oh, my gosh. Isn't it your partner?
Jesus Christ. Why, man?
Yeah, because you seem so quiet. It's almost as if, it's just Mundo and myself and the listeners. So it's like, Jay, is everything okay over there? Like, are you just chilling?
I see LeVon laughing.
Because we need you, Jay. You want to know why, Jay?
Yes, I know why.
Because it's time for Jay's translations. Sometimes WWE, they have their superstars, because the superstars are from all around the world, and sometimes they speak a language besides English. And out of the 3 guys here at the Three Bells Podcast, some way, somehow, Jay, who, by the way, he speaks Spanish, he also speaks other languages. So we are now going to go backstage with Io Sky and Kairi Sane from the Damage Control Girls, and they're going to talk to us with the help of Triple J. Jay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's hit it.
Oh, see, I thought I was going to play it on my end. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, go right ahead. Do your thing.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead and play it. I'll play it with you.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hit it.
It seems as if every day everybody forgot about damage control. Damage control changed the business. Damage control to the future. Even now that we've been cut in half. Damage control is still the most dominant force in the history of the women's division. Tonight, we remind the world and take another step to regaining the women's tag team title. Sonya, Shayna, Zoe, you seem to be confused, so let me make it simple. The only way you challenge us is when you attack us from behind. What you did to Dakota will be repaid tenfold. You took something from us. And for that, we're going to take something from you.
We're going to take away your dreams.
We're going to take away your dreams. Rest assured, as long as damage control runs Raw,
you will never achieve
our glory.
All right, Jay. Thank you so much for translating their half Japanese, Chinese, and half English.
Yes. And with them announcing that about Dakota Kai and Sonya, Shayna, and Zoe doing their thing, not taking her out, she has been written off because she has a torn meniscus. She'll be out the next 8 to 10 weeks. Mm-hmm.
That's a long time.
Yep, so it looks like it's going to only be Kairi and Io together since Asuka's still on the shelf as well. So it's only half.
Yeah, but there's no word on when she's coming back, right?
No.
Mm. All right. Well, speaking of Sonya, Shayna, and Starks, like to call the S sisters, they're backstage also, and they have something very interesting to say. Just do this carefully.
I want to make one thing perfectly clear. Damage control is done, and there's a new era. The Pure Fusion Collective. We are going to destroy one by one, like we already have. First, taking out Zelina Vega. Second, destroying Katana Chance. And third, leaving Dakota Kai sitting at home a broken mess. So you have one choice. Sit down, show us some damn respect, and get ready.
We should already be women's tag team champions. I made Jade Cargill tap out at Clash at the Castle, and the entire world saw it. But that's okay. We have ripped through this division once, and we will rip through this entire division again, limb by limb.
And after tonight, we are the most dominant force in the women's locker room. The hell? You want to step up?
Shoot your shot.
Well, there you have it, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone watching. We have a new faction, Pure Fusion Collective. I mean, personally, you could have dumped the collective name and just said Pure Fusion. That seems cool too. Fellas, what do you think about their new name?
I didn't understand it at first. Like, what does it mean? I thought it was just a lot of words. And honestly, they put the in front of it too. So it's the Pure Fusion Collective. I'm just like, what the hell does that even mean? What is it? Pure Fusion PFC?
Yeah, I don't know. It just sounds like something he just said, hey, let's give us a, let's think of a name. One probably said Pure, and another one said Fusion, and collectively they came up with that name.
But yeah,
horrible choice. Horrible choice of name.
I mean, like I said, yeah, it's very long. It's a lot of letters to put on a shirt. Like I said, Pure Fusion would have been just fine. Right. All right, good luck too. Congratulations to you ladies on your official faction name.
Right.
But I will say this though, it beats the Pride. I'm just saying.
They used that name, what, one time?
Literally one time. And that was for Mania, right?
Gay as hell.
Yo.
You said good, it, not me.
Yo, what's good, Mars? Yo, you
Mars,
see
what's
him?
going on, bro?
He got Sparkle Booty as Doink the Clown.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy, you guys have beef. I forgot.
I ain't touching it.
Jay touched it. I'm not.
I ain't touching it.
But it's
what's
still
good,
high,
Mars?
What's going on, brother? Wait, let's listen to this. My anemic bell.
Oh, I'm gonna send you some new bells. Let's use some girl.
There you go. More. That shit sounds so bad.
Ugh.
I can't help it.
They'll be okay. They'll be okay, just like these next group of ladies. Before we see our participants of match number 4, which I guess is an opportunity for a title shot, a tag team title shot.
Yep.
We get the introduction of our current women's tag teamers, Fire and Desire. They come out, well, Fire and Dawn. I don't know why I'm so used to saying Fire and
Desire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just think of them every time I hear that. Every time I see that, I hear that. Yeah. So they come out, and of course, these are champions, and they got little to no pop. I'm that is just so not normal to me, Mundo.
Well deserved. What are you talking about?
But they're still champions. Like, isn't there like a level of, I don't know, respect or something that comes? I guess not.
We still don't know who they are, dude. They're basically it's like if Lyra would have won a title, or just a month or so after coming from NXT. The fans would be like, "Who the fuck is this?" It's the same thing with them. They got drafted, they lost their titles, and then they were off TV for God knows how long. Then they came back. I think it was on SmackDown or some shit. They did that really, really devilish type intro. You said you liked it. You and Jay said it was cool. Then they disappeared again because I think one of them got hurt. And then, and then they come back and now they're champions.
Ugh. Anyway, they are, in my opinion, the lowest pop champions I think I've seen. Unreal. And I guess they come out, Jay.
I just wanted to make sure, Jay, that storyline, that timeline that I gave is pretty much kind of true, right? I don't want to be false. I want to be correct.
No, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Okay. So Fire and Dawn, they're heading over to the announcement table. That's where, the champions usually sit when there is a match for a qualification match for the titles. So you have Damage Control, that tag team that Jay just wonderfully translated for us, versus the new and fresh off the press, the Pure Fusion Collective. Jay, Mundo, would you guys like to talk about this match?
This was an all right match.
Oh,
what happened? Mundo, what happened?
No, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, but this match, Kyrie was not bad. She was looking good. She had a nice DDT. Io had a nice uppercut throughout the match. Also, that double drop kick that she did to the both of them, I enjoyed it. Zoe's, one of my top girls out there. I think she's so underrated in this. She hit a nice German suplex also during this match, and when Io got tossed onto one of the unholy union girls, and Zoe super kicked her right in the face. I said, "Oh shit, this is about to be an all-out brawl any second now." And best to believe that's what happened after the match. The match ended in a DQ, and they just was going out there beating each other up, and hey, we're getting set up for a possible triple threat for these titles. I'm looking forward to it. And it's about time that, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire do something, because their finishing move is devious as hell. Put the chick on your knees, and then you see the senton from the top rope. You're like, what? You could break a bitch back in half with that type of a move. Kudos to them for doing what they did at the end of that match and proving that tag champs are the tag champs. Eventually, y'all guys will like them, but I like them. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else propels them from, in the next title defense that they have.
In the words of the OTC, they did all that and still no pop. Nobody gave a shit. Shame.
That's terrible. That's sad. I would totally be in my feelings I would walk to the back and be crying like Rhea was crying when she, broke up with her dirty dom. I mean, not even a little pop or a fizzle or a pip or something. At least reach out and shake my hand. Give me a high five or something. Anyway, shout out and congratulations to Pure Fusion on their newfound name. And we'll see where this triple tag teamers story will go. See how long Fire and Desire will continue to have these title matches, these titles on them that no one seems to care about. Before we continue, and before I play these messages, since we have a couple of listeners, just want to let everybody know that tonight is the last night that the Three Bells are going to come to you with our Raw recap here on Stereo. Beginning next Monday on, our Raw recaps are going to come to you live on YouTube Live. All right. Yes, we will sound better, more crisp. We even got videos, and you can get to leave a message on the chatter. We'll read it, we'll display it. If you have questions, we'll answer it, and you can show us love there as well. And tell a friend, and everybody can join in instead of us saying, in order for you to listen to our podcast, you got to download this app. What app? The Stereo app. What's the Stereo app? See, that whole long conversation we don't have to have too much anymore, because now we're on twice a week on YouTube, every Monday and Friday. However, for those of you who love Stereo, we will continue to go on Stereo or be on Stereo on Tuesdays for our Tuesday NXT recap. See, we try to be fair, right, Mundo?
Yeah, but
for now,
but let's not downplay your hard work though, because on Fridays, for those of you who have joined us in the last 4 weeks of SmackDown recap, Shane has created a lot of graphics. It's a whole different show, a completely different feel. Like, that's why whenever I get on Stereo now, I'm just like, feels like the Stone Age at this point. But I'm not dissing and knocking, because this is where we started. This is where this all began. So thank you to Stereo. But yes. Shane, do not downplay what you have created and done for this show. I mean, for the Three Bells podcast in general, but specifically on YouTube, because it's amazing. And so I'll be congratulating and opening up the doors and welcoming you and the Monday Night Raw show to YouTube.
We're excited.
And also, we'll still be on Stereo, not just for NXT, but for the PLEs for now.
Yes, for now. As long as everything is legal for now. Mm-hmm. But yes, on a personal note, shout out to Stereo for, we've grown. I mean, have you seen how much I've grown? Hello? Is this thing on? This is my first time here.
This doesn't say wrestling. And that was a Monday, I believe.
Yeah.
That was a Monday.
We come a long way, fellas. A long way.
Well, me and you. I don't know. I think we lost Jay again.
Oh my God! Jesus.
Oh, there he is. There he goes. Hey, guy.
Hey, Jay.
I thought Jay might have been on YouTube, but I was thinking, come back.
Oh, God. Why?
What? You keep going MIA. You don't.
Because I'm doing the proper thing and going on mute, because I usually cut you off when I do talk, so I'm staying on mute.
But who said anything about you? Who said anything about you cutting us off? That was
some prior experience.
That was Friday. You and LaJuan, yes, y'all were definitely cutting us off like crazy on Friday. But nobody said anything about that today. You're
they
good.
was having a field day on us. I don't know. I don't know what was in the air that night, but they was They was like,
they were
I don't
air.
know. Like it was like they formed a whole faction of their own. They just left, Mundo and I standing here like, what's going on? What happened?
Like, right. But it was a fun show.
Yes, it was an awesome
Very fun.
show. If you guys want to, you can check it out. It's available for you to listen to as well as all of our episodes. You go right to our YouTube page under the name The Three Bells Podcast. You can see
Right.
my big shining forehead. That's how you know you're there. So
like, subscribe, and share.
Yes.
Because we will be there.
And yes. Mm-hmm. With and without hair. There you go.
Oh, wait, what?
With and without hair. You have hair and I don't.
Oh,
see?
Yeah.
The doctor has returned and he said,
Man, damn. I just watched this interview with Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Odyssey Jones. And apparently, Odyssey and Kofi has been working out, training together for like a while, I guess. And Xavier's like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, man, we've been working out. We've been training together and shit on the Performance Center. You didn't know? And Xavier's like, nah, I ain't no shit. Okay, cool. That's what. And Xavier did not look like happy. Not 1 second in this interview did Xavier look happy. I thought he was gonna turn heel right now, but no. Next week is destined now. It's destined now. It's destined now. He's gonna turn. How'd you boy let a killjoy smoke weed every day?
Yeah, that sounds like that was the situation from last week, Mundo. Remember when Woods was introduced to OJ for the first time,
right?
And Killjoy, it's not Coffee, it's Kofi, because we already have a Coffee. His name is Joe Coffey from NXT. So
the Coffee family,
right? So it's not Coffee, it's Kofi. That way we won't get it mixed up. The characters mixed up. Yes, Mundo.
But he's with me though. With I remember I said that I feel like X is turning next week too.
Okay, so that's the gamble. That's the gamble everyone's placing on the table. The cross is going to happen next week.
That's the bet. Yeah,
that's the bet. Okay.
Real quick,
you know what? I'll be that guy and say that it won't be. It's going to happen, but it won't be next week.
You think they're going to drag this shit on more? So we got to see the Final Testament more.
Yes, I think it's going to get real heavy. I think the balloon is going to get a little bigger before it actually pops.
Lord have mercy. You know what? Bubba Ray Dudley said that it's time for Triple H to pull the plug on Final Testament and Karrion Kross. He said it's just not connecting with anybody. And you and Jay said that shit in like what? February?
We've been said that.
I said it at the beginning.
We said
of the
that 2 seasons ago.
And I was like, just give it some time. Give them some time. I'm over this shit too. It's like they're still at the beginning of the of like when they first came. It's like it's no growth.
Right. It's
stale.
Yeah. Hey, Mars want to say something. What's up, Mars?
Pure Fusion. I call them the stud line.
Ouch.
Stud line.
Ouch.
They gonna take everybody, girl. Yeah.
Mars on fire. LeJuan, what's up?
Dang, Jay, they picking on you tonight, bro. Glad it ain't me. Damn, so glad it ain't me.
Oh boy.
Oh, you wanted to start.
Right. We're just trying to make sure Jay's a part of the show, not picking on him. We're encouraging him. Use his voice. But you know what? He's been discussing all the matches, so I'll give him that.
I mean, he's not totally not here. We just expected to hear you at certain points that has passed. That's all. I'm sure we're going to hear from him this time, Mundo. For we're once again going backstage And this is a conversation that we actually had last week about these two, The Miz and R-Truth. What is going on with these two?
Because you didn't have a match in your hometown at SummerSlam. Because you lost to the Rock and Roll Express last week. A-Town Down Under. Them too?
He said, them too?
Them too.
Dog, I'm going to cheer you up. Check this out. I talked to Adam Pearce. I got you a title match. Intercontinental Championship match against Braun. Braun Breaker? You, dog.
I
Doesn't
was
he have a
like,
match against Sami Zayn tonight? I don't know about that.
Oh, it's a triple threat match now?
Look, that's you, ain't it?
He points to the screen. It's The Miz versus Bronson Reed.
Bronson! He's got to kill himself? Yes! My bad. What's the matter with him?
Randy Orton.
You got a match against Big Bronson Reed tonight.
Isn't that the guy that killed Rollins last week?
Yes!
Listen, Miz, you're awesome. You're like one of the most decorated WWE superstars ever of all time. You're a Grand Slam champion, two-time Grand Slam champion. You main evented WrestleMania against John Cena and you won. You got this, guy.
You think I got this?
Do I think? I know you got
think I got this?
I think you got it.
Let's go, Miz. Let's go, Miz.
Do you really think you got a chance, dog?
Nonetheless, the Apex Predator, the #1 contender for the world title.
He's like, no chance.
I don't think that's funny. That's not funny at all.
Back to his losing ways.
Bro, oh my gosh. You know what?
Damn shame. Shame.
The first half of 2024, he had an above 500 winning record. After that, he hasn't won. Now he's on a crazy losing streak.
But in case you was wondering, where did Randy Orton come from? Why did he, stepped into that situation? Well, if you notice, he walked away, afterwards being asked if he had a chance to win. He walked away and he was walking towards the ring because he's going to talk to us in the ring. But they also mentioned, Pat and Michael, they mentioned that Randy Orton, he was chilling with the St. Louis Cardinals. He was hanging out with the baseball team. He threw the first pitch, very high, by the way, taking pictures, and he was just doing his thing, promoting WWE and promoting Bash at Berlin, which is going to take place in a couple of weeks from now. Yeah, 2 weeks on the 31st, Saturday. Yeah, and we're going to have our watch party right here on stereo. So let's play this quick message before we get in the ring with Mr. RKO. What's going on?
Hey guys, how you doing? Long time no see. Well, you guys have been here a bit. Hope everybody is doing well. On the panel, Mundo, Shane, Triple J, shout out to the room.
Hey, Queen. The scammers here.
Donatella. What's going on?
Yeah! What's up, Queen? How you doing? Thank you for the shout out. And thank you for showing up and showing love. And thank you for everything that you've done for us here on the Three Bells Podcast, live on stereo for the last time with our Monday Night Raw recap.
Yeah, Donatella, I don't know if you was around when I mentioned, but yeah, this is our last Raw episode here on stereo. So if you want to catch our Raw recaps, you can go to our YouTube page starting next Monday. So it's every Monday and Friday we'll be on YouTube, and then on Tuesdays we will be here on stereo. And some PLEs for our PLE Watch Parties, Saturday or Sunday. We'll do those on stereo as well. Right, Mundo?
That is
Dr.
correct.
Killjoy. Doctor?
Okay. I'm going to say there's two things. First thing, the breakup of R-Truth and Alpha and Miz has to happen soon. It has to, because Miz can't keep taking this shit, dude. Miz can't keep taking this shit, dude. This is ridiculous. And second off, can we have a moment of silence for R-Truth? just a moment of silence. I mean, I feel
Why?
bad for the Miz, but not as bad as I feel for Truth, man. That shit. He kind of deserved it. He kind of deserved it for doing what he did to Miz. Kind of deserved it.
Okay, thank you.
sorry.
I was trying to get back, so I couldn't find the button.
Yeah,
It sounded like he was about to say something.
Yeah, I didn't understand why we were giving a moment of silence for somebody.
Oh, brother. Thank you for saving that. Because I had put it back to like the main screen, and I tried to press his thing, but it kept going to his homepage.
Don't worry, the executives were screaming in my ear, like, stop it. I'm like, okay, my bad. Apologies.
Hey, before we continue, quick, fast, Queen Donatella.
I will go and subscribe now, and I will say congratulations for moving on up. Stereo is just a stepstone, okay? So I know you guys are going to do great over there on YouTube. Let me go subscribe now.
Cool. We appreciate you, Queen. One more.
And when I say move it up, I'm sure you guys are already probably over there. It looks like just, committing to just YouTube. I was about to say something fucked up about Stereo, but I love Stereo. But I definitely will try to make the effort to catch you guys. Are you guys going to be like live over there, or are you guys just going to like upload the recaps?
Shane?
We are going to be live as in you can join in on the chat. You can say hello, say whatever you want. You can leave questions and we'll answer it. Yeah, we are going to be live every Monday at 11:15, just like here, and every Friday at 10:15. Well, we continue to do that. And then we're going to be on here on Tuesdays for NXT Triple J. That's at 10:20. Yeah. And it's just, we're not, disrespecting Stereo or anything like that. We didn't have enough but love for Stereo. But with YouTube, we get a broader audience. And our sound is better. We have video. It's considered a step up. So that's why we're doing that. So thank you so much, Donatella, for joining us. And hopefully you'll join us for Friday on YouTube.
Mars, you better be there, Mars. Gosh darn it. Be there, Mars. I want to see you leave a message, Mars. YouTube, Mars. All right, it's a challenge to you from the tribal chief.
And you too, Dr. Killjoy. We was on for 3 hours on Friday, so there was time for you to catch up. So, yes, starting on Friday, 10:15. Yes? Yes. All right. All right, so we're still talking Raw recap, everybody. And we're in the ring with Randy Orton and our current World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther, depending on where you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, take a picture. Remember this moment in time. Remember the atmosphere, because in a few short weeks at the Bash in Berlin, I'm going to beat this guy. And then his Friday nights aren't going to be free anymore. And Monday Night Raw is going to be my new home.
Mundo and Jay, let me just stop and say that I like how he said that, because off grip, your average person would say, well, Randy can't win this belt because he's SmackDown. And if he wins, he's going to bring this championship belt to SmackDown? Are they going to have 2 top-tier titles? So I like how he said that in terms of if he does win, he would be at Raw and then Gunther would be on SmackDown. It'll be an exchange type of thing. So I like how they did that, Mundo.
Yeah, fair swap.
Mm-hmm. Because they're not gonna. Yeah, I doubt if USA, they're not gonna get rid of the World Heavyweight. At least not now. But remind me to ask you guys a question after this segment. All right. Let us continue.
You like that? Well, you're right. Everybody, take a picture of him, memorize that moment, because that's Randy Orton, one of the greatest of all time. But Randy, let's be honest. Instead of that, you should be the greatest of all time. The most natural and physical gifted talent this industry has ever seen. Unlimited potential, and Randy, you took all of that and wasted it.
If you're a web designer, here are 4 Wix Studio features you've got to know.
You're going to put a damn commercial. That's why I don't like this YouTube. Yeah. And I try to find them all on X because X doesn't play commercials, but this other site here, for some reason, they like to sneak it in. So, there. All right, fellas, continue.
You better look at me because I want you to understand something. This is a new era. This is the era of the Ring General. And in my era, there's no room for people that waste their potential. In the future of my era, Randy, you won't play a role anymore.
I'm going to have to stop you right there, man. I never claimed to be perfect. I've made mistakes. I've actually made a lot of mistakes. I would venture to say that I've made more mistakes than just about everybody in that locker room. But here's the thing, Gunther. I owned up to those mistakes. I changed course. You see, I think maybe you forgot who you were talking to. Let me remind you just who you were talking to. My name is Randy Orton, and I am the most unpredictable, the most violent, the most controversial yet successful WWE superstar in the history of the game. You say that this is a curse? My friends, you got it all wrong. I look at it as a gift. Now, you can have your opinion, but I've done it my way the entire time, and I always will do it my way, the American way. I've got 5 beautiful kids. At home, I have got a hot-ass smoke show of a wife waiting for me back in St. Louis. And the cherry on top, Gunther, is I'm a 14, soon-to-be 15-time WWE World Champion. So, again, I appreciate your opinion, but I think I've done pretty damn good for myself.
Mm-hmm. Pretty damn good.
Randy, that's all good for you, but I got stuck when you said you're unpredictable. I think it's the opposite. I think you're very predictable. So let me predict a few things for you. Prediction number 1, I'm going to give you the beating of your lifetime when we meet in Berlin. Prediction number 2, because of that, Randy, you will never be world heavyweight champion again.
Never ever.
If anybody wonders why I'm so sure about that, Randy, let's be honest. When it really, really matters, you always screw it up.
Wow.
Hey, listen to me. I don't want to throw this at you like an insult because it just comes naturally to you, I feel like.
Oh, boy.
Your grandfather
Watch
was a
it.
screw up.
Ooh.
Watch it.
Randy dropped
Your
the mic.
father was a screw up.
Oh,
How
shit.
dare you? How dare
Randy
you?
Orton, you are the biggest screw up of them all.
How dare you? Those are 2 legends you're talking about.
And his father and grandfather, more importantly.
Right.
And then I was thrown off at this point. I was like, what the fuck?
Drew McIntyre. What the hell is he doing here? What is going on?
What happened?
RKO out of nowhere. Gunther just screwed up.
Got him.
Drew's taking off his shirt like he's about to fight CM Punk.
Luckily, had travel issues, wasn't able to make it. Certainly wasn't going to miss an opportunity to attack Drew McIntyre. What the hell is he thinking?
He's obviously going to punish Punk here.
He just took off his belt.
Punk getting out of harm's way, now Punk with the right hand. And these two continue to brawl. This personal issue between Punk and McIntyre simmering tonight, and now Punk with the belt in hand.
Swings at his stomach, swings on his back, and that's his skin.
We've seen a lot of people get hit with belts this year.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, beating that ass like he stole something.
Is this like a thing? The lashings and
yeah, that seems to be. I guess we like that. Is that something we like? We the fans
watching somebody get whipped. I don't think I do.
Man,
it gets a little personal there.
Triple J is kind enough, everyone, to send in our chat a picture of Drew's back. It has red marking. I don't know if of those belt marks, or is that like blood like smeared on his back?
Oh man, look at his side. That's a belt.
That's belt, bro.
Look like Jesus.
I mean, it kind of sort of looks like this like blood smeared on him.
Yeah.
To give it like this effect. That's why I'm asking.
It does, but then it's like if you really zoom in, it's actually like his skin is it's bruised. Like
right.
if you look
I
at his
see
side,
the lines. Yeah, there's lines. There's lines where you can see, but then like on top of the lines, it's red, almost as if somebody smeared the blood around the actual wedge cuttings.
The whip spots, right?
The whip spots, right.
To make it look even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool effect though. I mean, he was wilding out on that back,
Jay,
so yeah.
I'm sorry. No, because I just seen the message Jason about 400 degrees.
Oh,
I'm
little
so
private
sorry.
joke that they're discussing.
But bro, Shane, what I wrote in my notes, because I wrote something again about promo, I said, I love how we went from one segment into the other.
Right.
All in one camera view, because once Punk came in and started beating up Drew, you see Randy Orton leave out the ring and go through the timekeeper area and through the audience and leaves. Gunther disappeared as well. And now we're in a whole new segment, but with, we didn't do no commercial breaks or nothing like that. I like when they do that stuff, when we go from one segment to the next.
Well, hell, we deserve that. We've had so many commercials already. So here we are. We're backstage, just like Mundo said the camera led us to, where we're joined by Jackie Redmond again. And she has with her Sheamus.
Seems to hold a lot of resentment towards the name Butch and you.
I could understand a lot of mysteries, Jackie. How the pyramids were built, if aliens really exist. I could even give you Bigfoot's name and address. But the one mystery I can't understand is why Pete Dunne has so much beef with me. I mean, all I ever did was trying to raise that angry Englishman up, and yet somehow he blames me for falling off the WWE radar. Me. I mean, I was there 6 months in traction, nerves getting burned in the back of my neck, not knowing if I was ever going to get back, and he blames me. But the ironic thing is, now he's making himself relevant again off my name. Truth is, Jackie, you're damned if you do.
Hey, old fella!
Excuse me, Jackie.
I put you through a real banger last week, didn't I?
Ludwig Kaiser.
Right? Well, just here to tell you, don't make the mistake of believing that this is over. Because it's not. It is far from over.
I told you I'll come back to put an end to the Celtic Warrior once for all. You get that?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah?
Because that broke to your skull must have damaged your brain a lot last week. But if you want to go with me...
Hey, go! Oh, and Pete Dunne from behind with a shillelagh.
Ouch. Luke said nope. There comes the best security in the business.
Time for Pete Dunne. Come on, keep him back. That's enough. Blaming Sheamus for... Oh, my goodness, man, breaking his hand.
Ouch. He just bashed his hand.
With the shillelagh.
Yeah. Is this another injury? Another person that's going to be out for a while? Ugh.
No, I think this one is just him with the disadvantage with the hand, but he won't be out.
He won't be out. Oh, okay. It's not that serious.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, Jay. So we're about to hit match number 5, courtesy of R-Truth. For we have The Miz versus Big Bronson Reed. But before this match starts, we actually have to go backstage. For we are with, is this Kathy Kelly? Kathy Kelly is chilling with CM Punk. Discuss what just had happened. See what I have to say. Punk was good, man.
No, you are not wrong. That was me on your flight. We sat next to each other. I told a little white lie because I figured if I showed up, Drew wouldn't. And we saw how fast he ran out there. I just got done watching a bunch of the Olympic athletes on the track and field. Drew could give them a run for their money. No, I told a little white lie to get my hands on Drew because he's running around with the bracelet with my wife's name on it, with my dog's name on it, and it's not about the bracelet. In fact, Drew can keep the bracelet. It's the context. It's the names that are on the bracelet. He can keep the bracelet, but he's going to keep my wife's name out of his mouth. He's not allowed to speak Larry's name without the consequences and the repercussions. And I'm glad I came to Austin, Texas. I've flown a lot farther to put a beating on Drew. I went to Glasgow to watch him embarrass himself in front of his home country, and this isn't going to stop until I get my hands on him.
Facts.
And it's funny because I know he's going to call me a hypocrite for saying I had travel problems and showing up when he least expected it. But this is a man who says he hates my guts but wants to stay attached to me via the bracelet, yet wants to run from a fight that he picked. And I'm glad I showed up in Austin because I think I just figured out a way to make everybody happy.
Thanks so much for clarifying.
He shows the belt and walks away. So I guess that's the exchange, fellas. Drew has the bracelet and CM Punk has his belt with his blood on it, apparently.
No, I think that it's going to be a strap match. Well, I don't know who in creative is obsessed with men getting whipped, but their little fantasy is starting to come out now, like even more. Jay.
Hey, maybe that's what.
Go ahead.
Jay doesn't mind it.
No, this is it's just giving me them shades of when not CM Punk, but Cody had fought MJF. It was the belts. So we're starting to see more in the lines of that at the moment. But what's crazy is during that CM Punk segment, did y'all guys see Gunther in the background get pissed off and just wipe everything off the table?
Yeah, it was really loud. Even CM Punk turned around and was like, what the fuck? Very loud.
At first on my paper, I wrote, I don't know who the hell is this just wiping the table off. And so I went to Twitter and looked, and they said Gunther. I said, oh, shit. I totally was blindsided by seeing the face because it was more back than face during that part.
Well, I mean, it's understandable. I mean, he just got RKO'd, so
he never really, because he never really shows his emotions. So this was like the first time to see him somewhat implode, just leaving the area. And I was like, oh shit. Gunther has feelings.
Mm-hmm. Sure does. You know who else was out there too? That was real cool to see? Mark Henry. Mark Henry and his son, freshly signed to WWE, Jacob Henry. Both in the audience and got a huge pop, Mundo.
Facts.
They got the kind of pop that Fire and Desire should have got.
Well, isn't Mark Henry from Texas? Shelby, Texas, right? He's a Texas boy.
Mm-hmm.
And
not
Texas to mention, boy. Yeah, and not to mention we haven't seen Mark Henry in WWE and on WWE TV in years. And he's finally free from AEW and he's home. It's Olympic time, he's home.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to see him and his son, who's also doing that deadlifting thing also. I think his number is 600.
Jesus. And he's that young?
Yeah. Yeah.
No wonder there were so many heavy set men on TV today. They were trying to impress Mark Henry.
They were doing it. They was basically doing it for what Shane likes. The big meaty men. Match.
You mean what Shane likes? Excuse me?
I'm saying the big meaty men shit that he having. We could probably possibly get a we're gonna get a nice little extra title possibly.
Yo,
for the big meaty men.
Oh my goodness!
I know. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying this is something that we normally would talk about.
And I would laugh. That's why I said the heavy set. I said heavy set. You said what Shane likes, big meaty.
What's Shane like, big meaty? Excuse me. Oh man, I'm going on mute. LaJuan, what you gotta say, man? I'm going on mute.
Don't forget in the background that we saw Gunther in the background during that segment. Crashing out, walking around, trying to get up out of there, like he just got into a fight. Can this be a setup for Drew McIntyre or Seth Rollins screwing CM Punk, just like he screwed both of them guys previously before, and possibly setting up a triple threat match? Because this feud is going to last a long time.
He's still laughing. Mundo's still laughing. Thanks, Jay.
Yeah, Jay, good one. Dang, Shane. You see what your tag team partner's doing? You got the nerve to talk about me and my tag team partner. Well, he over here saying you like beady strong men.
Yo. So this shit is funny as hell.
I'm telling you right now, Jay, if I get any private DMs.
Like, hey, how you doing? I heard you like big, strong, mean men. My name is Tom.
That is not funny. That is not funny. Now we're going to get a whole bunch of new fans for the wrong reasons.
Yo.
Oh goodness. Now, look at this now. Mars want to say something now.
Did he say beady strong man or did he say meaty strong?
You know what the hell he said. You know exactly what he said. What, LaJuan?
This is Husky Harris, the pig. I heard you like really strong men.
You, whatever. Whatever.
Yo, this is funny.
Whatever.
Keep them coming, everybody. Keep them coming.
All of y'all.
The Spotlight's messaging me. She hit me in the DM. Yo, she just sent a GIF.
See
of,
what you did.
Of,
See what you did, Jade. Wow.
Of brisket meat getting cut up and put. Oh shit, Shane. Oh Jay, good job, Jay. Oh, that was funny.
Oh man, I'm crying.
Me too. I've been crying.
Good.
That was hilarious.
Good.
Smoke weed every day.
Good. I want y'all to cry. There we go. Wipe your eyes, your eyelids, gets all on your eyeballs, scratch your eyeballs.
I said heavy set men on the show. I was standing clear, you know. I was being nice, by the way, too, because I normally say the F word, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your partner threw you under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Did you mute yourself?
Anyway.
You muted yourself for a second there?
No, I'm cool.
Oh. All right. Yeah.
I'm cool. Well, here's Jay's favorite. If I like meaty men, Jay likes to yeet all over the place and yeet all over our announce table. So here's a segment for you, Triple J, as we go backstage. Well, no, I don't want to jump that. I'm sorry. You got me jumping the gun. Yes, I'm jumping mad far. Yes, because
you trying to get Jay back.
I got caught up in my feelings. I'm trying to get even with Jay. You see that? See that? That's karma right there, everybody. That's karma.
Man.
I'm sorry. But yeah, we're talking about match number 5. We haven't spoken about match number 5 yet. The Miz versus Big Bronson Reed. And
we got a message.
Check you out being so excited about a message. All right, I'll play the message.
Hello, Shane. It's me, the Ring General.
The fat one.
The fat one? Yeah, wow. Yes, Mars is on fire.
You hear your partner just laughing. He started this. And for once, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because Mundo, you already know the jokes are there, but I'm gonna keep it amongst us 3.
Ooh, look who it is.
So I'm gonna. Oh, there she is.
All right, what's up, 3 Bell Podcast Monday Night Raw Meat Feed Raw. No, recap. Stereo Final Raw 3 Bells RKO all in hashtags. We've got Shane O'Mac, Triple J, and Mundo 24. Mundo, Des, are you the meatiest? Shout out to us listeners. What's up, Luwan? Mars the Black. Hey, Dr. Killjoy Lion.
Oh,
smoke every day. And we have the one, the only Queen Donatella of the Stereo app. Okay, I'm going. Behave now.
Wow. Wow.
Whoa.
This is what I'm getting because this is our last night here. This is what's going on.
Wow.
Damn.
This is all your fault, Jay.
Right.
Everything that is happening is all your fault. Everything.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at all these meaty men. Look at all these meaty men appearing in the
Yeah, everybody is switching. Look, Lawan got Odyssey Jones. This guy got Fat Gunther.
Fat Gunther.
Wow. Talk about this now. Bunch of shady patties. The shady patties you all are.
Hey, remember that night they all was Joe Hendry?
Because I didn't believe in Joe Hendry, so everybody put Joe Hendry pictures up. Because Mundo encouraged them. Mundo, you encouraged them, and they listened.
Well, I didn't do this tonight. I didn't say, hey, everybody that's listening, please turn your profile picture to one of the big meaty fat men. I didn't do that.
You didn't have to, apparently.
I mean, I meant that in the nicest way, like a nice slice.
and then laugh.
Yo, what's going on, Spotlight? How you doing, Spotlight? You good? Yeah, I bet you are, huh? Mm-hmm. Mm.
See, I can't unhear it. You sound like, you know what, Lawan.
Shane, you gotta give yourself a womp womp because that's not Odyssey Jones. That's Sexual Chocolate, aka Mark Henry.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's
snap.
sexual.
That is.
It's sexual, baby. Right.
But in all fairness, Lawan, there is a picture of Odyssey Jones wearing that same top and that same pose. He's doing that to pay homage to Mark Henry, and I thought that was the picture you were showing. So, but I still gave myself a womp
And
womp.
here come my tag team partner with his girl 6 voice.
So this, wow. So, wow. Okay, before this becomes like a shot fest, thanks to freaking Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
It's carrying over from SmackDown, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Look at Mars's picture.
Oh, tsunami!
Oh man.
Yeah, mess. Yeah, mess. We are towards the end of our Raw recap. We're up to match number 5.
Yes, guys, I have to go to bed. I gotta get up at 7.
Yes. So,
Gotta try.
Mundo, you want to quickly talk about this? And Jay, you want to add if you want?
This is the Miz match.
Correct.
All right. At first, I thought this was going to be a straight up squash match because it's my guy, the Miz, and he's just not. He hasn't been winning recently, but it's not his fault. Pay attention to all the matches that he's been in with R-Truth. The Miz has been killing it in the match, and actually hasn't been the one losing. R-Truth is the reason why that they've been losing. He's been getting pinned, so I just wasn't sure what to expect, but. And this one was another match that was kind of like commercials in bad spots because then you'll see one person being the aggressor, and then when we come back from commercial, we missed a whole bunch of shit. It was like that, and then next thing you know, the Miz started getting on a roll, and I was just like, "Come on, Miz, yeah, Miz, let's go." He hit that beautiful tornado DDT, and but then I don't know, it just all went to hell after that. Brunson just was like, "Fuck this." Gave him the attitude adjustment and then climbed on that big ass. He climbed that top rope and gave him that big ass tsunami and squashed the Miz. And I was like, God damn it, he's back to this losing shit. And after that, he tried to get back up there and do it again like he did to Seth. But R-Truth came and was like, no, stop. And he rolled the Miz out the way and he turned around and here comes Bronson's big ass flying in the air and squashes him. And then he gets back up there and gives him another tsunami. I was like, oh shit. They're burying R-Truth? Like, oh man. Is Truth about to go on vacation? Everybody comes down. They're trying to stop him. In total, this man gave R-Truth 4 tsunamis. And it's a tragedy. You know, we had to watch that. But better him than Miz, though. At least the Miz only had one and he got out of there. So shout out to the Miz. On to the next one.
Nah, bro. It was 6 tsunamis to truth.
6.
Bro.
I counted 4
6.
because the first
I
one,
count.
Michael Cole said that was a cross body. It wasn't a
Oh, hell
tsunami.
no. Oh,
He
hell
said it.
no.
It was standing up.
Nah.
That's what that
If
is. He
that's the
was
case, if
standing
that's the case, then it's 5.5.
5.5.
Hey, the crossbody was half then, because
He
everything
was
else
standing.
I counted 6 on my end
You did.
every time it was happening. Because
I
he
know he
called it,
went up on the rope a few times, but didn't do anything.
but then he went on the opposite side of the ring.
Right.
But when Arthur was on the opposite side, he gave him 2 more. And then the crowd said one more time. And then he came in the ring and did it again.
I thought that was the two that I thought he did two from that opposite corner. He did two on one side. He did the splash and then the two tsunamis, and then he left.
And then gave him one more because
then he went to the other side.
After Nick argued with him.
Right. So he did two in that one corner. He did the crossbody, and he did two splashes. Then they rolled R-Truth to the other side. Then he went over there, splashed him from up there. Then he left, and then he went back and splashed him again. Am I bugging?
That's what I'm saying. It's like 5 or 6.
That was 4. That's 4. 4 in the crossbody. That's 4.
Hmm.
Well,
my
4,
gosh.
5, 6.
Oh my
All I know
gosh.
is that
He
R-Truth
still got murdered. He still got murdered.
Yeah.
I don't know who's funnier, Mars or Lawan.
What the fuck?
What are these guys doing? They're like, are they going at it with these pictures? What is this?
Yeah.
Rikishi stink face.
Wow.
And then the other one is Mark Henry.
Young Mark Henry.
Yeah. Exactly.
Great. Not to mention, Spotlight sent me on my DM a big rack of ribs with a big pot of baked mac and cheese.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Poor shit.
I got a steak.
You got a steak?
Yeah, that's what she sent me. She sent me a gift of a steak.
Different type of meat. She gave us all different types of meat.
Yeah, gave us all different types of meat. All big, I bet, huh?
But mine was the fullest.
Hey, Shane. I heard you like
oh my God.
Big meaty man. You'll holler at Mark Henry sexual chocolate any day.
Yo, Mars.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, and then the music in the background don't make it no better. All that hollering.
I'm done with y'all.
Shane, you got to do something about your partner, bro. I didn't do anything.
I'm not. Hey, I serve my revenge cold.
Wait until NXT, huh? That's what I heard.
I don't know. I don't know when. I'm like Finn Balor at this point. I don't know.
Oh, he's about to turn heel.
Lawan, you hear this, Lawan? Shane said he's going to attack Jay from behind when he's unguarded and not thinking about it. Get him.
I'm not saying anything.
And Lawan, we're going to be there to laugh. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is we are close to the end of our Raw recap. What's this woman piece of shade from Mars?
This is Jay's fault, Shane. I'm sorry.
It is.
Jay basically Marty Jannetty, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, barbershopped you. So yeah, I'm gonna start calling Jay Michaels now.
Yeah, threw you through the glass. Threw you through the glass. He tossed up the alley. He tossed the alley up, and everybody else is ooping it right now. Ooping the alley.
That's okay. I mean, like we said, this is the our last Raw on stereo, so yeah, bound to happen. Mm-hmm. So shout out to R-Truth. Who knows when we're going to see him again? Just like when we're going to see Mr. Seth freaking Rollins, for they both were victims of the Tsunami Fest. And yeah, we're going to move on. We're going to go backstage and go to Jay's favorite Mr. Yeet Man Jey Uso, as he has this amped up discussion with Sammy as he prepares for his match, which is the main event for tonight.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Hey, all you got to do tonight is be you, Sami Zayn, bro. Go get that title back, my dog. Huh?
It's not going to be easy, dog. I got to beat him.
Come on, bro. You already beat him.
He's not easy to
Shane.
beat. I got to beat him twice.
Well, then you go.
Mm-hmm.
Is Jay deaf?
What do you mean?
Why is he yelling?
What do you mean? Why is he yelling? He's amping up his homie.
He's standing face to face with this guy and yelling in his face like, okay, yeah, like, calm down. Like,
He's amping up Sammy as he's preparing for his match. This is how he operates. You know that.
I don't know that. I don't see this man on TV, so I don't know that. He's been relegated back to tag team shit and backstage. He don't come out anymore.
This wasn't him last week?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You don't remember last week. Okay.
No, it was that unimportant. Did he leave? Did he go past Gorilla last week? I really don't remember. He didn't.
No,
right?
I don't think so. No, it was a backstage thing again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here's more yelling.
You're going to beat him again. And then you're going to beat him again. And then after that, me and you going after the Judgment Day, getting these tag team championships, Zeus. And guess what? We're going to beat them again. Yeah? But, hey, are you ready, though? Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Bro, I said, my dog, are you ready for the night now? Huh? Huh? My dog, you know. You know, man. I know you ready. I know you ready, man. Come on, you like a hot bull. Here we go. Here we go. Wait for the match. Here we go.
All right, so we learned something today, Jay, that if Mundo is going to amp us up, he'll amp us up in a whisper. Because apparently this is too loud for him.
No, I know how to use my words and how my words can make you feel better without having to yell at you like, yeah, come on. I don't have to do that. Good.
You never amped anybody using that voice? You've never amped up anybody using that voice.
I have, but I'm saying like, I mean, like he's just always loud. I'm like, tone it down, bro. He's loud because he's amped up because he ain't doing shit. So he's just like, I need to take this out on somewhere, on something. Like is it not bad? Like,
he's
I don't know.
Amping his homie. His homie is about to participate in a title match.
I get that. I'm actually beyond that. I'm frustrated for Jay because he goes from being main event, quote unquote, Jey Uso, the solo star, now back to looking at tag team titles again, not going out into not seeing the audience, just doing backstage stuff. Like, what are they doing with this guy? I've been saying this for a while now. Even his father was saying, like, what are y'all doing? And I don't want to hear about the bloodline and all that, because even that's a step backwards for him as well.
All right. I can see that. I can see that because he should have been the Intercontinental Champion. Like, he the one that should have beat Gunther or possibly go for the World Heavyweight.
We done seen him do both, go after both, and fail miserably. Both.
I mean, what's under his arsenal, though? I mean, he doesn't have a lot in his belt. I mean, he does what, the kicks, and he does the frog splash, and
because they haven't given him enough time to develop as a single star. Like he had a quick run as a singles competitor, and now he's just been doing absolutely nothing. And the last few times we did see him out in the ring, he's been in like tag teams, if I'm not mistaken. The last time we actually saw him compete, he was tag teaming with Sami Zayn. Am I not right? When they did that whole entrance, like 4 weeks ago. I think that was
last
before.
time.
I think that was when I was about to go to Atlantic City. It was back in mid-July.
Mm-hmm. Well, unfortunately, that's what they're doing with him, trying to get him to do this tag team thing, because they felt that his singles wasn't doing it. I don't know, Mundo. I don't know. Maybe Spotlight would know. Spotlight?
Well, that's just great. Now I want a hot dog. I don't know if y'all remember that reference, but anyhow, I just want to say good night. I enjoyed that. Raw, I will go back as usual.
Whoa. TMI.
I tell you, man, I'm not going to
Well,
discuss.
there's I don't know how true it is, but it's just there's rumors going around. If you guys on Rikishi's podcast, WWE basically asked Jay to do like a program with Rhea where like they lock lips and stuff, and like I think Jay turned creative down, so I think he's getting punished right now.
Oh,
well, that's just great. Now I want a hot dog. I don't know if y'all remember that reference, but anyhow, I just want to say good night. I enjoyed that.
Wow.
Raw, I will go back as usual. Go back and listen to all of them. And then I go to get distracted, especially listening to it when you guys are on YouTube, because other things pop up on there. And I even came across, is it Batista? Oh my gosh. I was like, wait, I'm watching all the old wrestling and all that stuff. And I'm like, no. Get focused, get back to it. Yeah. I'll work on that.
You said you want a hot dog. You want a hot dog or do you want a sausage?
I'm not touching it. Nope. Nope. We're not doing that. I ain't touching it.
Thank you.
If you want to give her either or, you can feel free to do it. DM it.
Yo, wait a minute. Yo, why is Mars got Mabel fighting Kane?
And that's not fighting Kane. He's humping Kane.
He's humping Kane.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was humping a lot of people back then. Ugh. Anyway.
She said you want a wiener. I'm going to bed.
Yes, because you got me thinking of South Park now, when Cartman said, "I touched my cousin's wee."
Wiener. I'm a wiener.
Like what?
Mind you, South Park is on the TV right now.
Anyway, we have one video package in our main event. So let's play for those of you who are still interested in Judgment Day 3.0. Here they are.
We are the Judgment Day.
No leaders.
No egos. No Rhea. No Damien.
Hair twins? You two losers are a joke. No couple in WWE, no couple in the world compares to me and Liv.
In a few short weeks on the Judgment Day Revenge Tour, we make a stop at Bash in Berlin where we make Rhea Ripley and Damien Priest pay for putting their hands on the most gorgeous man in the world.
Oh, and Damien, watch out.
Because Backstabber Balor's a belt.
That's his new name?
Backstabber O'Mac. You better watch out, Che.
No.
I don't like the sound of that. That doesn't sound. And you didn't even say it smooth. You was even tripping when you were saying that.
Because I was trying to make it. Yeah, I was trying to make it sound smooth, but
nope.
Eh.
Nope.
That didn't warrant one of those, so that we're gonna ignore that. Ooh, don't take your anger out on me, okay?
I'm not mad. Not mad at all. I'm actually happy. You know why? You're not the one that I should be angry at. I'm not angry at anybody. It is what a TI is. But like I said, cold revenge. That's all.
I don't know, boy.
That's all. So guess what, fellas? This is it. We are at the main event, the main event. Do you really need to do something with that bell?
I just did it on purpose. It was funny.
It sounds like it's breaking every time you pray. Match number 6, everyone. This is this is 3 falls. Best out of 2, Intercontinental title. Sammy.
Best out of 2.
Best out of 2 out of 3.
Go ahead. There we go. Now it counts.
So it's not a single fall. It's 3 falls. And it's, yeah. If you win 2, you win. Yeah.
It's 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. Yeah. Thank you. 2 out of 3. Sammy versus Breaker. But first, we get to see, what's that, Mundo?
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, it is our single camera shot of the night. Presented to you by Braun Breaker.
See everyone when they do these things? They like to talk about how great they are or maybe what they're going to do to somebody out in that ring. That's just not my style. So I'm going to do things the good old-fashioned way. A little bit of actions speak louder than words. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm a badass. And it's time to do what badasses do. Football guy, Pat McAfee. We got any dogs barking in Austin?
Yes, we do, Braun! The dogs are barking in Texas! You're ridiculous. I didn't tell him to say that. It is good.
So, yeah, we have our single camera where the camera is following Breaker from the back through the gorilla right out to the arena. So, yeah, that's our shot. And Mundo, I don't know if you noticed, there was another single camera shot during the match where it went around the 3 out of 4 sides of the ring. Remember, they did the same move. Was it Friday?
Yeah, I think so. And you kind of questioned that one, though.
Yeah, it's like a weird. It's from the side of the ring, so it's like an up angle, and they start from one side, and then they go to the other side, and then go to that third side, and then they go back again. It's almost like back and forth. I mean,
and try not to show the other cameraman in the shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you never want to get another cameraman in your shot. So,
and even on Twitter, they said that this entrance by Braun was possibly his best entrance because they said they was like, yo, it cooked. It was good.
I agree. I agree. But the match itself, Jay, what did you think of that match in Mundo to Follow?
Ooh, that first one, Sammy caught him with that Haluva kick. That shit was hard as hell. And it's so fast that you didn't even see that coming in that match, literally. So, kudos to Sammy for putting on a good first match. But then after that, it was all murder she wrote. Because the moment that Sammy was out on that barricade and tried to jump on top of Braun, and Braun caught him in the air and ran with him to the ringside area. I mean, to the ring announcer spot and tossed him. I said, "Oh shit!" He just really launched him, and right there, basically, the match turned. He caught him with a Frankensteiner, then a spear, then another spear. I'm like, oh shit! He's about to literally crack Sammy in half, and even Pat was like, man, he's making his soul stay in him that it can't even come out. Like it was bananas. And then, in the third one, it was shit. Sammy had a nice little sunset power bomb that he did, but also that in air spear with Sammy jumping off the top ropes and getting caught. Lord have mercy. If he was any smaller, he would have been a pretzel at the end of this match. Wow. Braun, what a way to win and put away your opponent. Sammy, good effort, good try. Time to move on and go ahead and join Jay. Other than that, it was definitely a great main event.
Mundo, is there anything you'd like to add to it?
No. But as far as wrestling wise, no. It was a good match though. Definitely, especially that last 7 minutes or so when we got our falls. All in all, good match between these two. But I think we're done now. I think this is like the third match that we've seen within the last 4 weeks. So let's give it a break. Enough is enough. But all in all, I enjoyed that match and those false finishes at the end as well.
All right, so that's it for you, right? Like you don't want to see them two go at it again. Like it's time for someone else. That's it.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, we watched them at what? Money in the Bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
SummerSlam, Raw, tonight. So technically, this tonight was like 3 matches in one. So enough.
Yeah, too bad this was on the one fall because Sammy would have won that one.
Nah, he would have never got that pin. It would have just been a longer match trying to get that one fall.
Okay. Well, I'm about to ask that question because guess what? We have reached the end finally. Oh boy. Finally to reach the end of our Raw recap show. And we usually ask that important question of the night, but before we do, and y'all better put some good messages on here. LaJuan and Mars. Okay, the fat jokes, the meaty jokes are over. So what you gonna say?
Michael Cole commentary in this match had me rolling. Oh my God, he died! It was just so much stuff he was saying, man, that had me laughing. Michael Cole is funny on that mic.
You ain't lying about that, man.
I think we're gonna see Braun and Bronson Reed go at it next. Probably. There's no way like they could just ignore Big Bronson Reed now. It's either gonna be Bronson Reed or Chad Gable, but I think Chad is a little occupied with the Y6.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. Fellas, what say you?
Yeah, it's Bronson's turn now to go at it for the IC title respectfully. Because I know a lot of people were saying Ilya would be the one to challenge Braun for the IC title at Bash in Berlin. I guess that's his home country too, right? But I don't know, man. unless they're going to still try to keep building on Braun. But who else are they going to try to take out to keep his momentum going, though?
That's crazy. Two Browns against each other. Mm-mm-mm. That would be mad. Who's
That's going to
that,
be good.
Braun or Bronson?
That's going to be a good match. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be an awesome match. But speaking of awesome, it's that time. We got to start with Mundo, and then I'm going to follow him. And then Jay is going to end out. We ask the question, what is your 3 bells matches, and or moments of the night? Mundo, ahead.
All right. So for me, I'll say, oh, man. Shocker. I'm going to give my match of the night to American Made versus Alpha Academy. I'll say that because, again, like I told you guys earlier, it was like a coming out party situation for Tozawa and Otis. Like, they actually looked good in the ring tonight together. And shout outs to the Creed brothers as well for helping make that happen. So that's my match of the night. And my moment of the night is gonna go to the Judgment Day again. And that entire situation after Damien's match with Carlito, including like Rhea coming in and the catch of Dominic with the one hand. I think that they're really cooking with that story right now. So that's my match and moment of the night.
Cool. My match of the night, believe it or not, I agree with you, Mundo, was match number 3, the Texas Tornado Tag Team match with Alpha Academy and the Creed Brothers of American Made. This had to be some of the best work that I have seen from Tozawa. You know, as small as he is, he packed the punch. He had a lot of pepper. He showed something that we haven't seen before. And of course, Otis, he's just doing his big man thing. And it just seems like now that Chad is gone, that we see like this whole new Alpha Academy. Now I'm waiting to see what Maxine is capable of doing. Looking forward to that. My moment of the night, I actually have 2. The one is the Tsunami Fest that was handed to R-Truth. And the other one was to see Mark Henry in the WWE Universe once again. And his son, Jacob. That is my match and moments of the night.
My match of the night, I'd have to agree with the both of y'all, which would be our tag team tornado match featuring Alpha Academy and American Made. That was a great, great match. Loved everything Tozawa did. And even that, like I said earlier, that superplex with Tozawa doing the Zenton, that was bananas. And my moments of the night, I have 2. One would be Bronson Reed squashing the hell out of R-Truth. And my other one would be when Damian Priest was right behind Liv and Dom, and he just beat his ass and took him into the concession stand. And the fact that we seen Liv jump on top of Priest's back until Rhea came in and she did. You know, that was a cool moment right there to see. And there you have it, fellas. That's my match and moments of the night.
All right, fellas. So that's it, everybody. Fellas, that is the end of our show. Unless there's something you guys want to say for the last time before I play our outro for the last time here on our Monday's edition on the Stereo app.
Well, Shane, I'd like to say thank you for being such a great great host on both the shows that you've been doing. When you've done SmackDown and Raw on here, I know you're gonna kill it, bro. Full time on YouTube. You got this, bro. Sky's the limit for us, and kill him, bro. Get him. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate that as well. Thank you, man. And you're going to be there with me, you know? You're part of the reason why, you know, we're in this position. It's not just me. This is an us thing. You know, it's just my voice. But, you know, your voice is also, and Mundo's voice and an encouragement. It's what it takes. And then we have people like LaJuan and Dr. Killjoy. We got Mars. You know, we have a whole bunch of people, Donatella and Spotlight. So many people that's behind us, which is why we have such an awesome show. And hopefully we'll get more awesome people that will join us as we go on YouTube, and more people that'll join us as we continue to stay on stereo on Tuesdays. Hopefully. We have a message from Ray.
I'm 27 and I'm a big wrestling fan, and hopefully one day I get to actually just commentate with you guys regarding what's going on with the product, but I haven't fully watched an episode in a while since I've been dealing with an erratic work schedule, but hopefully I can. I'm more of a SmackDown guy, by the way, though.
All right, well, SmackDown comes on every Friday on Fox at 8 o'clock, and then we have our recap show on YouTube at 10:15 on YouTube. You're more than welcome to join in, leave a chat, say hello. You can ask us questions or answer questions that we may ask the chat room. We can have a good time, have a couple of laughs. Because, you know, Mundo and Jay, they love to make fun of Shane O'Mac. As you saw tonight, apparently I love meaty men. So now that's going to be the joke for the rest of the summer.
I did not do that. I was sitting here with you, and I was like, oh, shit. That was your partner. You give all that to your partner. But, yeah, Ray, like he said, we're on YouTube Live 10:15 every Friday after SmackDown discussing it. And you can definitely hop in there with us. As he said, if you have any questions, anything like that, type it into the chat. We'll read it. We'll put it out there for everybody to see. And we definitely ask questions of our listeners. And so, yeah, for sure. And if you're on stereo often, we're going to be on stereo still on Tuesdays for NXT at 10:20. So you can leave a message, a voice message, or whatnot. So, yeah, thank you.
Was I not clear enough for you to literally repeat everything that I just said?
Well, you just played
Fun
his
fact,
message.
I'm actually going to the SmackDown premiere on USA September 13th. I can't wait. So I think I'll do a podcast on here regarding that. Just to let you guys know.
Really? Did you hear that? Maybe he will leave a message as he's out there. Mars, final one from Mars.
It's been an honor and pleasure listening to you guys these past 6 months. I miss seeing you guys around on Mondays. I know you guys are going to be here Tuesdays and stuff, but yeah, man, big ups to you guys. Wish you guys nothing but prosperity and success. I know you guys are going to go over to YouTube and kick some ass, but Mundo, man, my tribal chief, big ups to you, bro. Shane, Jay, man, always a pleasure. Shout out to you guys, man. Wish you guys nothing but the best.
I mean, you're saying that as if you're not going to join us on YouTube. Is that what you're saying? Or are you like, because you got to come to YouTube. Mundo called you out. He actually demanded that you come to YouTube. You were summoned to come on YouTube on Friday. Definitely Monday. If you can't make it Friday, definitely Monday, because we know that you're sticking around and hanging out with us on Monday. So YouTube, dude, the Three Bells podcast. Everybody can join in. Everybody can listen in. All right. Anything else, Mundo, before I press that magic button?
Well, I thought we was going to do this after, but I guess we just do it now. Yeah, thank you again, everybody. Stereo. It was fun. Again, it was fun hosting Monday Night Raw for the time that I did host it. We had a hell of a lot of funny moments on this app, on this show, with you guys, our listeners, my cousin Tristan, who was the original special guest host, and then LaJuan took over for him. Mars, we met you on here, my brother. It's been awesome. I acknowledge you, and I wish your podcast nothing but the best. I'll come in whenever I see those notifications. Shout outs to you and your guys, and thank y'all for joining us and being a part of our family here. Yeah, it's Monday Night Raw, man. One day I'll get back to hosting this show. I don't know when, but maybe. But Shane, you've been doing a great job since the switch. I appreciate you, my brother. And you're going to continue to do a great job on YouTube. You're going to have more fun, more freedom to do whatever you want. So this is going to be fun. And again, thank you to everybody. Everybody, thank y'all so much for your participation. And one last thing, smoke weed every day. Right that. Go ahead, Shane.
You know, I had to laugh, Mundo, when you said for now, because remember we was laughing. We was laughing when we did the switch. And look what SmackDown did as soon as we did the switch.
Remember, I was complaining about that on Friday. I was like, God damn it, man. But you know what? I'm getting Roman Reigns more often now, so I can't complain about that.
Oh, thank you for reminding me about that, Mundo and Jay. I don't know if you saw this, quick, fast. I don't know if you guys saw this or anyone saw this, but there is this picture that's floating around of Roman Reigns and the Netflix logo. And it was basically saying that when WWE comes to Netflix, they want Roman Reigns. Even though Roman Reigns is with SmackDown, and SmackDown is going to USA. So how is that going to work?
USA is not going to let that fly.
They shall not. That or the undisputed title, because they're getting that, yes?
It's the only reason why they took SmackDown in the first place, because of the bloodline.
Yeah, and they want, I guess because of all the money that they're investing, they're going to say, well, all this money, we want the top dog. We want the biggest name.
Right.
So you say no, they're basically going to stick with SmackDown USA.
They have to. WWE can't do that. There's no draft. They just did the draft, so they gotta just deliver a better product on Raw. Even though Raw to me is the A show right now, they have more stories, more intriguing stuff going on Raw. So they just got to stick with it.
I mean, we should see, because the move to USA comes first, right? And then January 1st of next year is Netflix.
Right.
So a lot can happen between those two premieres. I mean, it is possible, yes.
He's a matter of fact, you know what it is? He's a free agent. I forgot. He's not on SmackDown. Remember, he wasn't in the draft.
Right. Did the draft happen during his hiatus?
Yeah. And remember, Paul Heyman pulled him out.
Right. So then there is a slight possibility then.
Yeah, I just thought about it.
Yeah. Jay, do you have thoughts on that, or you don't care?
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's it's such a toss in the air type thing.
I
guess it's early to ask. Maybe we'll have a better idea.
I wouldn't want them to get Roman. I'd rather leave it the way it is because I remember when they was, going to Fox, they wanted Roman on Fox as well. They wanted the package deal to be him and Bray. And I would assume if USA is picking them up, they gotta keep Roman, the bloodline, everything. But as was stated, Roman's a free agent, so Roman can roam any show. So I'd rather leave that option up there available too, because I notice most Paul Heyman guys float. So it'll be cool to see Roman go from show to show, but just him only.
Right, right. Well, we shall see. We'll have a better idea. I know for me, I'll ask this question. This will be another question that we'll ask later down the line, probably like in October, November, when we definitely have our feet wet enough on USA with SmackDown, and at the beginning of NXT with CW. So we'll return to that question. All right, our final message. I'm gonna play this very last message from Mars.
When it goes to Netflix, I think Roman's going to be on both SmackDown and Raw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're probably thinking that. Probably think the same thing. Mars, God damn it, we better see you on YouTube Monday and or Friday. All right. That is it, everybody. I'm pressing that button. Here we go.
And that's the bell, folks. You've been listening to the Three Bells Podcast with your hosts, Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac, bringing the thunder from the ring straight to your speakers. But the conversation doesn't end here. Keep the conversation going in the comments and follow us on our socials to get the latest scoop on WWE events and behind-the-scenes action. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and above all, stay tuned for more hot takes, news, in the world of wrestling. Expect the unexpected. See you on the next show, the Three Bells Podcast.
All right. So the executives are yelling at me to wrap this up. So that's our show for tonight. You can start tuning in on our YouTube beginning next Monday, beginning at 11:15. Don't forget, you can catch us right here on the Stereo app for our Tuesday recap of NXT. And then on Fridays, we're on YouTube at 11:15. And tomorrow, Tuesday, NXT at 10:20. All right, it's been a pleasure. It's been a joy. Thank you, everybody, so much. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. To my homies, Mr. Mundo, Triple J, thank you guys so much for making every moment of me being on this microphone awesome. Thank you so much. This is your homie, Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the East New York section of the Three Bells Podcast table, reminding you to laugh hard, love harder, and good fight. Good night. Mundo and Jay, take it away.
Say his name and he appears.
Yeah, yeah, yeah! What's up, everybody? You know what time it is.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, for the last time, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Mundo, AKA Mr. AKA himself, signing off from the Monday Night Raw recap. It's been fun, Stereo. It's been fun, everyone. I appreciate you all again. Thank you so much for pouring everything that you did for this show. It was my pleasure hosting this show for the first few months of our podcast, and we hope to see all of you and everyone even more on YouTube every Monday and Friday. And we'll be back here on NXT Tuesday in a few hours. Until then, I'm out of here.
Yeah. It's your boy, main event, Triple J, now signing off the Stereo for the night. Stay tuned to tomorrow. We got our NXT recap on here, 220. Fellas, it's been a good one. Everybody that's joined tonight, LeWan, Killjoy, Henny, Mars, Spotlight, Queen, and everybody else that was a part of this tonight. Bless y'all. Love y'all. 3 bells for life. And we see y'all later on in the day. Have a good one, everybody. Yee.
And for the last time on the Monday Night Raw recap on stereo, put your ones in the sky. No yeet.
He likes to do. No one wants to hear that splash in the pot. No,